Yes, yes, people. We are back live. We are back live for the returning Manchester United, Chelsea, and Spurs show. Brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note, aka Man of the People. And the one representative we have in the building is my brother from the West Coast. Peter is here. Peter, what are you telling me? You good?
Yeah, man, I'm good. Contractually obligated to be here, so I'm here.
Yo, why all that? This is the returning show. We haven't done this show in a minute. It will be fortnightly on Saturday nights, people. You will get the Man United podcast meets Ballers at the Bridge, meets Talking at Tottenham Talk podcast. Surfer and Jez will be in the building. Surfer obviously representing Chelsea alongside Peter, and Jez representing Spurs. And of course, myself representing Manchester United. Go on, Peter. What was you going to say?
Look, man, there's a reason this shit's fortnightly. It would be like monthly if it was up to me. I'll
Man
be
said he's,
honest.
man said he's obligated by contract, to be here.
Man.
Is it
But
that bad being a Chelsea fan? Is it that bad?
this show is it's not even fun. I don't care about your club like in terms of being happy. I don't really care. Like,
No, I'm talking this guy.
I'm
I'm
not
talking
literally
about
gonna talk
Chelsea.
about, but like two of the three topics we're to talk about are just depressing.
Yeah, it depends on what side of the fence you're on. They're not depressing for me. I'm looking forward to all three topics. You know what I'm saying? From the
Like,
outside, on two of them, I'm looking forward to all
like
three. I want to
don't
hear
even
from Chelsea,
really
from knowledgeable people like yourself.
do we
I want to.
really care about
Yeah, I
Tottenham's
do.
tomorrow? Do you really care about Chelsea
Yes,
playing Palace?
I do. Yes, I'm doing watch alongs for both. Yes, I
You're
do
a
care.
terrorist. You're a
Why am I
terrorist.
why am I a terrorist for caring about the people and Premier League football and what they want? They want the content I
Premier
will
League
provide.
football hype, man. I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
man.
I'm watching Fulham Newcastle tomorrow, and I suggest you all do the same.
Hey, each to their own. People can watch whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? I'm not forcing anybody to do anything. But like I say, large up to everyone who's locked in before me and Peter continue this conversation. Make sure you hit the like button on the video. Let's bump
Game
up
ain't
them
the same
likes.
no
Let's get
more,
double
man.
figures.
Game ain't
Bump
the
up the
same.
likes. What did you say?
The game ain't the same no more.
All right, make sure you bump up the likes, people. Bump up the likes. Let's get to double figures. Share this across all of the socials. And just as important, subscribe if you're new. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We go live every day. I've already updated the upcoming live stream schedule for the whole of next week. So you know what's coming up tomorrow. And then from Sunday, well, tomorrow till the next Sunday, all the shows that are coming up, people. So make sure you check it out. Go follow the Twitch as well, but subscribe. It is Road to 5K here on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel as well. And on this show, keep anyone who's seen any of the crossovers before. This is the United one with Chelsea and Spurs. So please keep all your questions Manchester United related, Chelsea related, or Spurs related. Make sure you keep it within those three clubs, people. Obviously, Manchester United winning in the Manchester derby earlier on today. Chelsea play Crystal Palace tomorrow, but Chelsea always seem to be in the news. You know what I'm saying? It looks like they're hijacking the Mudryk deal. They're playing Crystal Palace tomorrow. So we're getting to that. And then Spurs, I just Spurs with Conte. Like anyone who's a regular watcher of the channel knows what Jez is like. So get your questions in as well. Time to shine says, let's go. Jeremiah says, I love Man United, even though I've been through suffering. Very happy for you, Jeremiah, man. Enjoy today, man. Enjoy today thoroughly. Abraham says, hello, Flawless in the panel. Big up to you. Shane says, big up, Flawless and Peter. Sorry, I haven't been on in a while. I've had things going on. Anyways, how are you both? I'm blessed. I hope you're good, Shane. And it's good to have you back as well, man. It's good to have you back. So I hope you are blessed. Don't forget, link for the membership is in the pinned comments as well. And we'll go to here. Taha says, big up people. Thoughts on Mudryk? This involves your club, Peter. So I'll ask you. Thoughts on this Mudryk deal? It looks like Chelsea are hijacking him from Arsenal. He's a winger, I believe. Very similar goals tally to Dembele in the past 3 years in league competition. Make of that what you will. Why are you laughing? Yo, he does. They both got like 12 goals in the last 3 years.
I don't know. I find it very ironic that the club sanctioned for basically actions by Russia because they were owned by a Russian oligarch in their conflict with Ukraine spends 100 million euros on a Ukrainian 6 months later. So that's a bit ironic, but fair enough, right? All right. It's cool. If we're being serious, I guess. I guess. I don't really want him that much, but it doesn't matter what I want, I guess. I don't know, man. Like maybe he'll be good. Hopefully he can dribble. If we paid all that money. But you know, I don't know, man. There's really not much to say. Like I don't know much about him. I watched him play a few Champions League games for Shakhtar, and like with everything that's happened recently, it's hard. Like one, I don't watch Ukraine. I didn't watch Ukrainian football before the conflict. I definitely don't watch that shit now. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know much about him. I'm not bothered by it, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend like, oh, Chelsea are going to do X, Y, and Z this season because we signed a Ukrainian guy from Shakhtar. Like
First.
the last Shakhtar associate we purchased was Willian. So it is what it is.
That's
Surfer, how
right.
you doing?
Oh man, Jesus.
What's up? You good, Surfer?
Big up to my friends and you guys on the panel.
This guy and his dad jokes. He's good.
You laughed. That says more about you than it does about me. You laughed.
You know what it is? It's your stupid face as you say it. That's what it was, isn't it? That's what made me laugh. That's what it was.
God. That's a hate crime for us already. We're only 5 minutes into the show.
Oh, sorry. You sensitive all of a sudden. My bad.
I'm
Sorry,
a sensitive guy. Don't know. Bottom row is sensitive. Okay,
I'm not even in bottom row. Fuck.
Why have you split? Why have you split Sarcasm City's double?
I knew something was off.
What's going on?
All right, protest, silent protest.
Well, there's no other way in it. This is the only other one.
No, don't do that. Don't do that one.
Exactly, that one's not it.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only other one. That's it.
Of course. It's our mistake. We relied on the Spurs fan to help us, and that was our first mistake right there. I'm good, man. I mean, I'm along with Peter. This signing doesn't really move me in any needle anyway for me. The only joy I'm getting out of it is the mental gymnastics of watching Arsenal fans try and get out of it and going, well, we weren't in a bidding war. You were with yourself because you bid twice and they didn't accept. So you're in a bidding war with yourself. And all this, he only wants to join Arsenal. I told you the other day, and it's an old thing. Footballers will go whoever offers the most money. Okay, shock horror, I know. Shock horror. Oh, he loves Arsenal. No, he loves the wallet, bro.
Especially when your country's under attack and you want to leave.
Exactly. I just read some of the Twitter. It sounded like they went into Turkey. They literally kidnapped this guy and flew back out in like 4 hours. It sounded like. But I will say this though, I've never heard of this guy before Arsenal fans started talking about him. I've got to be honest with you. He's only gone up in people's estimations because of Arsenal fans have been hyping him so much. The money doesn't bother me because if he does well, then no one's going to talk about it. What I will say is I'll focus more on this transfer on February 1st if I don't see a right back or a midfielder. But then again, if the writing of the season, does it matter if we get a midfielder or a right back in the January window if you really think about it? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. What I don't want is some shitty charge for 7th place.
Yeah, exactly.
So if I have to watch Azpilicueta play 20 more games to avoid 7th place, that's what we got to do.
Yeah, I'm quite happy to do that,
I'm cool with losing. I'm cool with winning. Like, it doesn't, as long as it ends. At this point.
If I know all the PR's coming out now that the manager wanted him, fine. If he wants it, if that's true, fine. You're backing him, and that's all I can hope for. And can we also say now, as much as what we ever think about Todd Bowley, this is that other guy in Clear Lake and that Christian guy apparently went over to do this deal.
Yeah.
So it's not Bowley. Bowley's just the face. We all know that, right? Whatever you think about him, he's wavy head, big head, going to probably buy the worst NFL team and name team, the Commanders, soon. So, but the deal's a deal. Let's see what he can do. I mean, I can't remember. I don't think there's a high percentage of January signings working straight away or well. Plus, he's coming to a new league, a new country, to a team who's not playing well. So
to a team that's already bad.
Yeah, so the odds are
not like we're
against him.
Yeah,
I mean, Okay. You know what I mean? It's like
I don't expect him to be amazing. Like I was having
I
this
mean-
conversation on Space like an hour ago, right? Is there one attacker in the world you could pair with Mount and Havertz and expect a functional attack?
no, I mean, I
No,
told
it's
you.
a straight carry job. It's
The
a
last
straight
guy
carry
got
job.
sent off. The last guy got sent off. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
He was seen as one of the brightest youngsters in the world, and he lasted 58 minutes and got red carded. Like, the problem is, like, as talented or as limited or whatever Mudryk is, expecting him to play with the Chuckle Brothers up top is just, we're going to be disappointed and probably very sad and very angry and confused. Like, the rebuild is nice, but like it needs to actually occur. And we can't substitute the concept of a rebuild for just keeping the players that fans like for whatever reason.
I
Okay.
agree.
Like, I'm sure like Havertz can post as many like comforting things on Instagram saying shit about sticking together that he wants, but like I promise you I don't care. I promise you I don't. Like it just I don't care, man. Like just be able to spot a forward run, be able to finish your chances, and you don't have to say "Let's stick together, Blues" on Instagram. You don't have to say anything.
No.
Like it's just I don't know, man. It
If
is
you're
what
going to post a message after a win, especially right now, you go, job done, on to the next one. That's all you post like that. And you're not in this stupid like together photos or like that. Oh, in fact, don't post anything. How about that?
Yes.
Don't
Don't
post
post
anything.
anything. Don't tweet about if you want to tweet about like your random anime shows that you're watching, cool, fair enough.
Yeah.
But like don't even discuss football because we're just gonna remind you that we're in 10th. All right, and we scored 21 goals in 18 league games. Like, go score some goals, go help us win, and then like we're past the point of words making us feel better, right? Like as far as the actual signing itself, do I actually really think Graham Potter knows who Mikhailo Mudryk is? No, I'm gonna be so honest with you. No, I don't think he knows or cares that much. We can say coach specifically requested him, blah, blah, blah. We can say this, but we have seen these same media outlets say X specifically requested Y just for them to contradict themselves 2 weeks later. But do I actually think Graham Potter is getting a signing he desperately needs perfectly in his moment of weakness when we're in 10th after a back of a loss to Fulham? No. I think this is probably a club target. Did they overpay? Maybe, but again, it's not my money, so I don't care. Right? And like people are gonna spin it in a way where it makes us feel better. Right? And I get that. It's a more convenient story if they're like, hey, you lost, you're struggling, here's a player. That makes us feel nice. But like that's not actually a way to run a club. Like we should be doing results-based recruitment. You know what I mean?
It was funny. Couple of things. It was funny. I was reading this morning or this afternoon. I was reading an article of Chelsea. Chelsea hierarchy have learned from last summer not to go into deals and overpay. And then 4 hours later, this comes up. And you go, who the hell is feeding you this crap?
Yeah, and 4 hours later, 100 million euros on Mikhailo Mudryk. I was like,
who the hell is feeding you this crap?
Let's go, man.
Your sources are rubbish. Who is telling you this? And then the other thing I don't like is this. Why don't you pay an extra 20 million for Enzo Fernandez? Well, let's do this, okay? Enzo Fernandez, the Benfica want a whole lump sum of over 100 million pounds up front, okay? This deal, I'm not going to do this thing where like they do with Nunes, where they go, we only put 64 million. It's 100 million euros. I don't care what they say, okay? It's 100 million euros. But it's going to be paid over installments. That's why they do this. It's why we paid extra for Nkuku, because it's going to be paid on installments. Now, they will pay a large sum up front, right? But I also read that the deal was quickly struck with us because the add-ons were more achievable than the Arsenal ones. So I want to know what add-ons Arsenal were trying to put in. I bet they put in if he wins the European Cup. And Shakhtar went, no, with you.
European Cup, if I put in a Ballon d'Or clause, like, all right, man, like, no.
They taking liberties. Liberties.
But
really.
All I say is this. I hope he does well. Obviously, I hope he does well.
Mm-hmm.
I've never, but I can't base it on anything. I don't like watching comps because they don't tell me anything. Because I've seen a Mason Mount comp that makes him look good, even though there's a Liverpool goal in there that's shown at different angles and it's the same goal, and they try and write it off as like different goals, you know. But I can make a comp and make anyone look good. Do you know what I mean? You can make.
No, that's a fact. That's 100% fact.
Right? That's why Statman, you should watch this Dembele comps. I don't need to. I've seen him play. I don't need to. If someone goes to me or Flores, no, you should really watch this Depay comp. Why?
I've watched him play, like comps. That's why I pay comps no mind whatsoever.
I've only watched him play like 3 full matches of football, Mudryk, and they were all this season, and they were for Shakhtar and the UCL. One was against Leipzig before they changed manager.
Yeah.
One was against Celtic when he scored that crazy solo run goal,
which was a good goal.
It was a great goal. It's a great run, but like if he did that every week, he'd be at Madrid.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, that's brilliant, and you see the talent and cool. And then I watched the return game they played against Madrid. So like, fair enough. I've seen him. I don't dislike the talent. I'm just not of the savior complex where fans think, oh, we need X, Y, and Z right now, and things are magically going to get immediately better. Like, there is no immediate fix to this. This is going to be a process, regardless of who's in charge coaching the team.
This guy, if he does have his debut at Anfield, only has to do a couple of things. To get people on his side. It's very minimal. You either have to score like an important goal, right? Whether it's the equaliser winner, or he has to completely and utterly roast Trent at the back post or something like that, and he'll get a lot of people on his side. He'll get a lot of leeway. Yeah. People will go, okay, no, that's fine.
It don't even take that much. I just need to see you dribble one person.
Yes,
one person. Dribble one person, and I will support you blindly, and I will bang the table for you to play left wing for this club. Dribble one person.
2019, 8 May something at home against West Ham, 2-1. It's the last time I saw a decent player dribble past someone with an end product. That's a high standard for me. That's Eden Hazard. But I'm talking 4 years. That's a presidential term. I'm talking nearly 4 years.
Yeah, that is outrageous. That is outrageous.
I shouldn't. Like I said to you the other day, when João Felix did that movement and set up his Evert's chance, right? Yeah. I heard in the background, it was greeted like when Mendy caught that cross in his first game. Like it was the best thing they've ever seen. That's how bad in the trenches we are. That we I don't know what's happening with Jez's thing.
I don't think it's Jez. I think have you got your phone leaning on something? Is it Jez or is it?
I have my phone up against my laptop.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. That's what it was. It's cool.
Hey,
don't even apologize. Hold that, Jez. Hold that, innit? Yeah, I'll hold that.
Actually, you know what, Jez? You know what? Fuck you, Jez.
Hey, you know what? Shut up, man. Shut up,
man. Before we continue, though, there's over 60 of you lot locked in, which is sick. But hey, let's bump up them likes. We should be let's get to 40 likes, people. There's over 60 of you lot, 40 likes. Like check 1212. Let's bump up them likes and get up to 40 likes.
You
Mods,
bozos.
Regulars makes it get up to 40 likes, man. There's over 60 of you lot. Where else you getting Saturday night content like this from 4 great content creators, people? So bump up the likes and subscribe if you're new. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to dunk on Jez again. So subscribe to the channel if you're new. Roll to the 5K. Now, that's just
what is this? A Chelsea? Are these likes comparable to Chelsea league goals? What is this?
Hey, there's way more likes than Chelsea league goals, mate.
So 40 likes, people.
That's
is the
our
aim,
league
man.
goal total by the end of the season, right there. 40. Baby.
How many league goals does Chelsea have? Like what? 21?
Yeah, it's 21.
Yeah,
21
and 18, man.
Anyone that's younger than Makuku from Dortmund.
Crazy. And like I said, people in the comment section, continue to get your questions in. Just keep it Manchester United, Chelsea, and Spurs related. But what are you saying, though, Jez? We didn't even introduce you, man. What are you saying, man? You good? I care about Jez, man. I care. You know what I'm saying? I care, man. What are you saying, Jez?
Oh, my days. No, I'm not good, man.
Hey, big up.
Are you sure you blessed?
Yeah, I'm not good, no.
Hey, Jez, I was telling fellas, the game ain't the same no more, man. You try to bring the show back. It's just not fun.
Right. I watched Napoli on Friday. I was like, yo, what is this life? I was like, yo, what happened to my football club? Like, we used to play this
scored 5 goals on Friday. They scored 5 goals against Juve on Friday. We scored 21 all season.
Crazy. And to Mohammed as well,
Right, what's it
who's
called?
here. I thought this comment would come from Timo or Ryan, but Jan will be back in a fortnight. You know what I'm saying, on the Manchester
she
City
has her own
Manchester United show. Yes,
She has her
Manchester
own
City
show.
Manchester United show fortnightly Thursdays. You know what I'm saying? Gyardam City meets Man
She'll
United.
be on Shameless tomorrow, won't
here.
she?
And she will be on Shameless FC on Lewis's channel as well. So you can see her on Shameless week in, week out, and you can catch her here fortnightly. Or Mohammed, you can just at her on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? And find out where she's at and what she's doing.
Mohammed's though is that he wants her here to discuss the Man City game. Timo and Ryan don't want to discuss football with her, so you know it's all good.
That is true, but I still expected this comment from one of those two just as an excuse to mention.
Oh yeah, guys, she has her own show, so like
Yes.
she'll be back for the next edition of that show.
Yeah.
Like, don't expect to see her if it's not that show or it's not Shameless.
Yeah,
that's it. You might see her occasionally on a Q&A, but that's like everyone. You never know who's going to show up. But like I said, Mohammed, just at her and you'll find out. You know what I'm saying?
You will see Jan on approximately 2 more Q&As between now and the end of the season.
Yeah, probably.
Keep in mind, there's 3 a week. You'll see her on 2 in the next 5 months. You'll see her on 2. Don't get your hopes up. Don't hold your breath.
Yeah. Big up. What do you guys think of the least of the? What do you guys think of the length of the recent deals you guys are handing out? So I presume you're talking about Chelsea. I know you give Benoit a 7-year deal. I don't know if there's other deals where you've handed out lengthy contracts. I can see both.
Everybody's contracts.
They gave Fofana. I know Fofana. They gave like 6.5 years with option to extend.
Option to extend. Option to extend.
I see the summer, and obviously Mudryk is not getting like a 7-year deal to 2030 now.
My recent mortgage deal, the term is shorter than these deals. That Chelsea are handing out. I mean, I would say the length of it is very. How do I put this? It comes from American sport. Really, the length for them, given that, like baseball ones, they can sign for like 13 years or something, but that's when they get $400 million or something like that. I mean, I hated the Kepa deal because of the length of it. It was, and it's proven that he's rubbish, right? So
you hated the Kepa deal because he's terrible.
Yeah, but I know that was a 7-year deal. That was a 7-year deal in 2018. We're only going even after this summer. He's still got 2 years there, so he can't even negotiate a deal somewhere else until 2 years from now. This month, he can't sign a pre-contract until 2 years. We still got him at 170 odd grand a week. Listen, if it works out, you don't care. If it works out and they want to move on, you've still got them, like in 3 or 4 years' time, you've got still a big chunk of that contract left and you're going to get big money from them no matter what. So it's a risk, but, these guys like to throw around their money, don't they?
I get it. So, I get it. And like it's a longer time period, right? That's the reductive word. But
it's his reaction to it. That's what. If I wasn't even thinking that, but the way you said longer length again made it funny. That's saying pause.
Look, what I'm saying, right? You have more time to amortize like the fee.
The host. Right? What is this?
Yeah, this fucking.
We are the hosts. We all the hosts. This is all our shows.
I'm going to retire.
I'm just here.
2 hours.
I'm just here for one behind. Like, I don't know what we're doing here.
I'm at the testimonial match right now.
Yeah, so it's testimonial. So currently, right now, we are all hosts. This ain't a Q&A.
We are all the hosts. Y'all are hosts.
We are the hosts.
I didn't even retweet my last try to retweet the tweet.
I'm on a one-stream contract. I haven't signed anything
yet. What's Flo is talking about? Like, bro, I'm just here for one behind.
We are the hosts. You see this, Jez?
I gotta start handing out them Chelsea contracts, them 7-year deals and that.
Hey, you think I'm signing a 7-year deal for
Whoa, I can't even sign 7-year deals on the Football Manager. What are we doing here?
I have no idea. Hey, this ain't Football Manager. This is real life, my brother. You know what I'm saying? But go on, Peter. Carry on.
I was like, look, I get it. You're basically banking on the players you sign on these death row contracts to not suck.
Yeah.
Then they can retain some sort of value in whether you want to like shift them on or not. but you also give yourself more of a time to pay the transfer fee. So you're paying less per year. So you, in theory, you're accessing more liquidity, like from year to year, right? If I can spread 100 million euros over 7 years, I can pay like 30 up front or 40 million euros up front, and then pay 10 million euros for the preceding 6 years. You know what I mean? Something like that. So, yeah, no, I get it from that aspect. I'm not going to cry about the length of the contracts handed out.
Yeah.
My bigger issue is just, why does it seem like we are linked to everybody who's ever kicked the ball? Like, what? We went for Tesco ASM and that random Dutch kid, and now we're getting Mudryk, which,
Wait,
like, all right,
who's the Tesco
cool,
ASM? Who's the Tesco ASM?
Mukiel, whatever his name is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Mudryk, whatever his name is. That guy.
Maduku.
We were allegedly putting down a 40 million pound bid for him yesterday, and then they spent 100 million euros on Mudryk today, and they more or less play the same position. So it's like, I know one of those two things is not.
To be fair, one place on the right. To be fair, one of them plays on the right, one of them on the left.
We could get a right winger and a left winger after signing Sterling this last summer. Yes, great ideas, not horrible ideas at all. That's more so my issue. Like,
I'm just saying,
this wouldn't bother me if Chelsea were quieter about the chaos that we were doing, but I don't like everybody knowing our next move. I don't really like it. You could say Mudryk's kind of surprising because they just sprung it out of nowhere.
They wrapped it up in 3 hours. That story was
wrapped
up
in
3 hours.
Yeah, they did do a whole transfer while I was at work, which is kind of crazy.
The streets are saying that Shakhtar told Edu to meet in Poland, and they said, "Fuck this, man! Only come to Turkey and get the deal done."
That's what AFTV said.
They say Edu was in Warsaw. They say like you were in Warsaw.
AFTV said that 2 hours before the news broke of Mudryk that Edu was on his way to Poland to wrap up the deal. It was all done.
Hey man, it is what it is.
These guys are in Turkey. They're in Turkey.
Hey, never let them know your next move.
That's right.
I just wish Chelsea were quieter about all the business that they were doing. I like in general, loud business in football is not smart business.
But it's like, I understand that. I think there's a balance in between how loud it is. Do you know what I mean? It's definitely louder on purpose because we suck right now. Oh no, but I'm thinking. No, what I'm saying is that I think they need to strike a balance. Like, remember 2 summers ago, or when the Haaland stuff, it was just Haaland and it was nothing, dead silence, and everyone was going. You asked Lewis about the stream. Well, some of the other streams during that time that he was on. But it was just Haaland. That was it. It was 2 hours of Haaland and nothing happened. Whereas like last summer it was a bit less, a bit more, a bit less. And you're right. It comes across as clumsy as well, or they're just oafish because they had this thing where the Koundé one was happening. It wasn't happening. It was happening again. It wasn't happening. And then the Rafinha deal. Well, we'll put the money down. You want it or not? I quite like that approach though.
Yeah.
Like put them up. We agreed to again. Arsenal in the race for Rafinha. We come along, bam. But he didn't want to go to either one of us. But at least we put the intention down. We put the 55 million down for Rafinha and said, "You decide. We're going to go and try and buy some others down there." But it's like even the Koulibaly deal, it might not be working out fine. But that was very silent as well. I think that was wrapped up in like 2 days as well. But it's just, you're right. It's just a way to approach it. And maybe that will. I say that will change, but go back to what I said about 20 minutes ago, where I was reading that they've learned from this summer about transfer dealings, and 4 hours later they're paying 100 million euros for some.
That's outrageous. That is outrageous. Yeah, we've learned we're going to be smart, and then you just slap 100 million on an Arsenal target as well. That's what makes it even worse.
It's because none of these guys writing the stories know anything other than this ownership group exactly wants them to know or release at a specific time. Like that Matt Law article talking about a summer clear out. I promise you, they've had that sitting in the chamber in a rough draft for a month. Yeah. And they were going to whip that out the next time we lost. They thought it was going to be at Anfield because that makes perfect sense. They didn't know that we were going to lose to Fulham. So they said, "Oh shit, run this out there right now." Anybody and their mom knew that Chelsea were going to rebuild the team during the World Cup. That didn't take a rocket scientist and a Carlos Vinicius dagger to figure out.
Yeah.
It didn't. So, like, when I was like, that's a convenient article, and this doesn't tell me anything I didn't already know. It's just this game, we realized the players were not good enough. Like, this game was the breaking point. Like, if that's true, that's worrying. Like, we had faith until Thursday.
Man,
yeah.
We just lost faith. Like, what?
Yeah.
Before you continue as well, there's over 90 of you lot locked in right now. Over 90 of you lot locked in. So let's bump that up. Let's get to 70 likes, people. That's the next aim. That's the next milestone. Let's get it up to 70 likes. And I know some of you lot are new, which is sick. It's always good to have new people in there, new faces, new avies, new opinions. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, people. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and hit the notification bell as well. Get us to 5K expeditiously. Subscribe, people. Make sure you do so and hit that like button. 70 likes is the next milestone.
Do you know what, Flawless? I don't think these people in the chat have got the cojones to hit that like button and get us to beyond 70. I don't think they got the guts. I think they're all. I think they all want to see Ryan on this stream, Timo on this stream. I don't want to see simps on this channel. Fact. You smash that like button if you're not a simp. Yeah.
Let's go. Talk to him.
We got. Sorry, we got Jez on it. It can't be helped. He's the only Spurs fan we know. That comes on. You know what I mean? So, you can't help that.
Unfortunately.
And Taziu says, good night. Flawless, bro. What did I tell you about Eriksen? LOL, but no negativity. Ten Hag is a brilliant manager. Eriksen wasn't bad today. What are you talking about? What are we on about? Nobody watched that game and when Eriksen was bad. He wasn't great, but I don't think any of our players, none of our midfield players were great. Fred wasn't great. Casemiro wasn't great. Everybody was functional. We limited Manchester City, but they bopped us off the park in terms of possession, but they didn't create anything because defensively we were sound. And you know who was a part of us being defensively sound? Eriksen. Because he did spend most of his time defending. So if he was that bad in transition and he's that bad defensively, he would have got roasted, correct? And he didn't. Manchester City had one shot on target the whole game, which was the goal.
Also, the man.
Ironically, Fred should have been closer to De Bruyne. But you know what I'm saying in that.
Also, the man's on a pacemaker, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's
like, even a pacemaker. He was just talking about him. We've had this conversation about Eriksen, like him being defensively bad. But today, on a pacemaker,
Tony Stank. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like that. Put some respect. Tony Stank. You got that dog in him. That's what it is. That pacemaker. Don't do that,
what
my
I'm
guy.
Saying is, what I'm saying.
You know what else has gotten him?
What?
He got electric car in him.
Yeah. Electric car. He's walking to both your midfields, though. You know what I'm saying? And that's all we're saying.
You can't say he would run.
Walk, run, backwards roll, handstand, you backflip, whatever, man. Roly poly. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever.
The issue is, I don't know if I can say it on YouTube, but
yeah, don't say it.
There's a reason why we didn't try it.
You can't say
it. I'll put it in the chat. I'll put it in the chat.
Jez, all right. I know what you're going to say, but I was going to say it, and I remember that we're on YouTube, so you can't.
Yeah.
Too easy to
let me give you some advice. It's a good indicator to you. If you're second guessing yourself from saying it after what you've said on the previous streams, then you shouldn't say it. Yeah.
And Taziu said, man said Eriksen was part of us being, yes, he was, as was Bruno, as was Rashford, because it was a team effort. Again, this is what you don't understand. You know what I'm saying? You think it's just
the part of the show where we argue about random United squad players?
Yeah.
Yes,
let's
go.
Let's go, baby. Let me find this NFL stream.
See, there you go. But that's what it is. People always want to try, you know what I'm saying? Eriksen, that yes, he was a part of it, but Z, because you don't understand that, that's on you. You know what I'm saying in that? You say Casemiro and Fred were levels
was good for what it's worth.
He was bang average. Yeah, Eriksen he did fine today. Was he great?
I thought he was not, especially in the first half when you guys were actually playing serious football.
Yeah, like we got bucked off the park.
He was really good.
I'm saying in that Casemiro and Fred weren't levels above Eriksen. They were good, and that was that. I thought everybody played their role defensively. Offensively, we weren't good. But I don't blame us for that. Because, it's Manchester City. They're going to dominate possession. They had too much possession in the second half, though.
You can't say that, Jay. You can't say
70. I bet it was wild, didn't it? I bet it was wild.
You can't say that, man.
What did he say, yo? Let me see. Yeah. You right. You can't even say that on Twitch. You can't even say that on Twitch. Well, yeah. As I was saying, you can't say that. Not even on Twitch you could say that. You can't even say that on Twitch. Never mind here.
Jez, on our show that's yet to be announced, you can say that, man.
There you go. Yeah,
Hey,
on there yet to be announced
all
show.
I'm
That's
saying
what
is,
you
man,
lot should call it.
all I'm
That's the
saying,
show.
I know.
That's what you should call it.
All I'm saying is, man, you guys are saying it, but you guys know I'm right. So yeah, he's not
It
getting
doesn't
into
matter.
our
You can't
midfield.
say it, man.
He's not getting into our midfield.
I didn't say you were, and that's not. It's just wrong to say. I never said you are wrong. I'm just saying you are. It's a wrong thing to say. But hey, there's just under 100 of you lot locked in. Again, let's bump up them likes, people. Let's go 80. Let's go 80 likes. We're bumping up the milestone. So let's
Imagine,
do
fam,
80 likes. Let's do so. Go on.
imagine against Preston, Northampton, he needs to be running around trucking and shit. Fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we
Oh,
had,
man.
like I said, if
Long
anybody
day.
today, when you are facing a team of Manchester City quality, anybody today who was defensively slacks, we would have got cooked open. Whether that's the 10, whether that's the 9, whether that's the 2 wide players, everybody played that part. Bruno played that part. But again, people can only think. Go on.
I hate when fans do that. It's good. Oh man, okay, why didn't they play football against us? Well, why should they? It's like Newcastle fans were complaining when Leeds did that to them. The irony was the next game they did that to Arsenal.
So yeah,
who were complaining about Newcastle doing it to them, it'll come a point where Arsenal, the 2 games against City, especially away, I think they'll try and do that same tactic to them. You play to your strengths. Defensively, United are strong with that. Casemiro there. You play Bruno on the right, which he's done, or left, which he's done several times this season. You pack the midfield. Fred does a semi-job of man-marking De Bruyne. Well, I thought
before you continue, De Bruyne, Fred, who was exceptional, but De Bruyne set up the goal. Who did he run off?
That's what I mean.
Again,
they
don't fit the narrative in it. But if he would have run off Ericsson, Z would have been in there talking about De Bruyne ran off Ericsson. But he ran off Fred.
I have an observation.
Go on. Sorry, sir.
It's actually
no,
not.
But I was watching the game and reading Twitter, and it was like a parallel universe. Oh, De Bruyne's not showed up. De Bruyne had a good game today.
I thought De Bruyne was good too, but if you log on to Twitter, De Bruyne was horrible.
Yeah, all the fat pictures of him who didn't show up and stuff like that. He had a good game, even though not his greatest, but it wasn't like he was a bum or something. Do you know what I mean? He showed.
I think it's one of those things. He was bright. He was arguably City's best attacker, but it's because of the standards he set.
Yeah,
when you fall short, that's what it is. Kind of like Manchester City this season. Like people are talking, oh, Manchester City, that bad. They're still in second place. You know what I'm saying? They're still second place currently. For what is it? 5 points off the top of the league.
Yep.
But flawless.
That's why I don't like when people say. That's why.
Think back to De Bruyne, like just his performance in general when he got the ball in dangerous areas, what he was offering, right? Because like City had one shot on target, like you said. Yeah. Ironically enough, it's created from Kevin De Bruyne, but like typically in a great De Bruyne game, he's creating chances for fun, and you feel like you're watching your team get tortured for 90 minutes. Like,
yes,
functionally that didn't happen, right? So like I'm trying to say, like, would you ever witness a great De Bruyne game where City were quiet in attack? No, not really. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's where it is.
Like, what you could have got realistically today, and I don't know. I thought he was fine. You want to run with the fat KDB memes and like the Fred pocketed him, like tribalism. You guys want to run cool. Like I'm not gonna tell you can't. I don't give a shit. Fine, but like I thought it was fine.
I said double facts.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Like De Bruyne was. I said it during the watch along. City were the most dangerous, non-dangerous team I've ever watched. Like I felt at any moment they was gonna score, especially in the second half, because we gave up even more possession. And then when I seen the stat across the top, and I think it was before they scored the goal, it was still 0-0. And it said 71%. I'm like, we got to get on the ball. Like, I'm all for giving City the ball and hitting them on their counter attack. But up until we scored the equalizer, we offered nothing going forward in the second half. Whereas in the first half, even though they had more of the ball, we had the better chances. They didn't create nothing in the first half.
They didn't create anything. They're like Spain, City a bit, and a bit like Arsenal of old. Where it's like one too many touches, one too many passes. Trying to always look for the perfect goal, which it didn't used to be. Maybe you can always because of Haaland and stuff like that. Maybe
it's nonsense.
Do it,
but you know how I killed the Haaland debate dead before you go, Jez. Ask anyone you're playing City in the Champions League final. Do you want Haaland in the lineup or not? Everyone's taking him out. So how does he make him worse? But you're taking him out. So man, whatever. Go on, Jez. Go on.
Yeah, but just what I was the time with Floors earlier today. We were watching the Liverpool game, and I said like the issue with the old City team compared to this City team is that like it's the wide players in the areas that when you have Son and Sterling, it's different to having like a Grealish, Foden, and Mahrez. In 2023, it's like if you have to, you can even go with these guys can direct. You can actually put the long balls to them as well. Like it's kind of like very predictable what most of the wide players can do. That's what I always felt like maybe Alvarez should have played today. I felt like not starting, but should have played more minutes today. So you can just kind of change it up. But yeah, man, I agree. Like this whole short passes, forcing passes, Rodri. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not gonna bring anything. When sometimes you gotta play that long ball and put it into the mixer. Like at the end of the day, like Haaland couldn't get anything today. But maybe if you go to the more direct and trying to force it, maybe you could look for the tapping because say what you want to say about Sterling when he was at City and he was a tapping merchant. At least the tapping merchant got the goal.
Yeah,
and that's
City
and
could
that's
have
legit,
the tapping merchant today.
and that's legit. And Tazio says City will definitely dominate possession against everyone. They will do this to Arsenal. But my point is, dominant possession. It's about dominant possession. It's about defensive work. He wasn't awful, but he wasn't that good. I never said he was awful. Again, you just came here and was already had what you thought I was gonna say. I never said he was good. I said he was part of the reason. Eriksen was okay today, as were I think all of our players. Like the back four, I thought were very good, but like our midfield options, I thought was all
but they were there to do. They were there and they did a job.
And also, let's not forget, Eriksen should have had an assist. If Rashford's second touch was better, he scores that. And Eriksen's one of the few players, probably him and Casemiro, who play that pass because the pass was on and it was perfectly weighted. And because Eriksen makes it look easy, people think that's simple. Like the amount of times that I've seen that pass get over hit or under hit, and Rashford should have scored. And if Rashford scores like he should, we're here waxing lyrical about how good Eriksen was. Like, and that's what I was talking about, key moments. Like, that's the player in our team you want on the ball in that moment is him. I don't want anyone else on the ball. I don't want Cass on it. I don't want Fred on it. I don't want Bruno on it. Rashford himself, whoever, the list goes on. Nah, man, that's Eriksen. But yo, there's over
I told you after the transfer window.
The likes. Go on.
I told you after the transfer window. That signing is in the top 5 signings of the season, that Eriksen one. I'll tell you right now, because I would have loved him at Chelsea. I would absolutely. You're going on about Enzo Fernandez who picks out the ball like that. I've seen Eriksen do it for Spurs for years, pick out balls like that.
Oh yeah, I know.
Do you know what I mean? Like he did it to us in the FA Cup semi-final when he picked out Dele Alli from just and he did it in the league as well. Yeah, have you got tabs open, Jez, man?
Jez, you have to close.
No, I don't, because I'm on my phone.
You're clicking a bit in it. That's what it is. You're clicking.
No, but
maybe
I
move
think
back
that's
from the
one of
mic.
the best signings
You're
of
peaking.
the entire season, even after the January ones. I just think it is free transfer. Not a lot in wages either. I mean, it's over 100 grand.
Stays available as well. He's available. He doesn't get injured a hell of a lot. Like Eriksen it's a steal. I can't believe more teams were in for him.
I still can't. I just don't know.
You know what it is.
You really can't believe it.
It was the pacemaker thing, because like this was one of the main reasons why
the heart thing, Flawless.
No, but this is the thing. This was the main reason though.
Well,
is it better now? Is it better now, or is it still lacking, or gonna come back if it's better now?
Still the same, fam. If you can jump on your laptop, jump on your laptop.
I'll jump on.
This Ward-Prowse free kick, man. This Ward-Prowse second half performance, cooking something. Hey, don't write us off yet. We're shaking back.
And to this Chelsea guy, how about you stop talking in it? How about you stop talking short? You know what I'm saying? How about that? You know what I'm saying? How about you hold the block? Sure, man. You know what I'm saying? Bump up the likes, people. Subscribe to the channel. Man, want to jump in? Like, I'm all for going back and forth and run bands. Don't just join the chat.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. You must be new, right? Because this isn't a Chelsea, Spurs, Man United channel. This is a show. Flawless is a diehard Man United fan. Okay, so for a long time, because he's like 58. So you know, so no, but don't come on here and tell us to shut up or do anything like that. I'm fine if you disagree with us. Tell us why you disagree with us. Yes. Okay. Do you know what I mean? If you disagree with Flawless, tell why. Because you're not. His comments before about Eriksen and about other players are not the last I've seen during that game. It was like a mirror. It was like a mirror image. It was like the game I was watching, and some of the things are like, what's going on here? Because I don't know. It's just weird. But just don't come on here and just insult him. This is Flores' channel. It's not. We're invited guests. This is Flores' channel. Do you know what I mean? And you got
we can
invited
insult him,
here.
but you guys can't. All right.
Yeah, that's facts though. Like you man call me all names. You man just call me 58 for God's sake. You man call me every name under the sun.
Hey man, black don't crack.
Certain people, yeah, that's facts. Black don't crack. Certain people in the chat though. I mean, certain people in the chat do. I'm off, but don't just join new. Never seen you before, and you swear. I wasn't even talking about Chelsea. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah,
I'm saying, but each to their own in it, man. You just
whoever's saying talk about Liverpool in the chat. This is not a Liverpool show. We're actually not going to do that.
Tuesday, people. Tuesday night. The Man United meets analysis at Anfield, people.
I was going to say, I think there is a like joint Liverpool show, so
yes,
like you guys wait until then. I didn't
Tuesday
watch
night.
the game, but like Liverpool and Chelsea are two cheeks of the same ass. That's the.
But that's the whole thing, isn't it, Pierre? That's the whole thing. When it won 1-0, I didn't go, oh my God. I went. You know, I went
like,
yeah, sure.
I have a theory.
I
have a theory.
I went, yeah.
Brighton hustled us.
Yeah.
Brighton hustled us. They knew that they had a succession plan, and they knew they were going to be all right. So we spent 100 mil at their club on various things, which is fine. They're not really bad things, but you look at them now, it's as if those people never left.
But that's why we were so enamored with their off the field and on the field.
And I'm just saying.
And they weren't. No.
Anything happens to Graham Potter, our next coach is right there. We should just go back.
Hang on.
Yep.
He also managed Mudryk. Oh, the links get stronger. The links get stronger.
When they talk about Mudryk underperforming because he has to play with Mount and Havertz for 4 months, you're going to see.
If only we could get a manager who knows Mudryk's game. But no, let's go back to United, man.
Oh yeah, we will. All right. So Paul says,
United.
I know that place was rocking as well in it. Yeah, man. I'm so happy about today's win. Paul says, to be expected, can't stand rival fans just criticizing how bad De Bruyne was, etc., without giving any praise to the United players for blocking him and others are. I'm wrong. And that's what it is, Paul. Like, people, two things can be true. Yes, was De Bruyne a bang guy at his highest level? No. But we have to give credit to Fred, give credit to Casemiro, give credit to the other players and the game plan that was implemented.
Like, you can try and shackle a player and he can still have a decent game. Like,
yes.
But again, guys, like, people with platforms on Twitter.com, they don't actually watch football other than to tweet about it. It's all engagements and like marketing for them. So like you're going to see salacious opinions. You're going to see stupid memes. You're going to see over the top reactions. Like that game was at 4:30 a.m. my time, right? I was in the group chat at halftime, but like I'm not scrolling Twitter at 4:30 while I'm watching a game. I'm half asleep. I'm watching the game while I'm getting mentally ready to go to work. Right. So like maybe I had a different perception of it. Right. But like people try and watch independently of like Twitter or socials and just take stock of how different your opinions are than when you're watching things in real time and digesting the opinions of thousands of strangers, also pining for internet attention.
Yes.
Like it is very, very different. Right. So yeah, De Bruyne is always going to be a hot button topic because look at City's players. Like he's probably the biggest profile player they have, right?
Yeah.
So it's like for a team that's so brilliant, like De Bruyne is like your strongest character, which is kind of weird, you know, because like it's either everybody's gonna say Pep is bald, he's overrated, he's this, he's that. We're gonna pretend like he's terrible, even though he hasn't, like as if he hasn't turned our league into a farmers league recently. Fair enough, right?
Yeah,
get your jokes off. Like you gotta, like we gotta beat City with some sort of stick. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not Pep, it's going to be De Bruyne. And if it's not De Bruyne, it'd probably be Haaland because he's their other most famous player. Yeah. No one sits there and rants about how Bernardo Silva is shit.
Yeah.
Like, kind of widely acknowledge he's good. And if you don't think he's good, then I don't really know what to say to you.
But when he plays ball, no one's going to mention it. He wasn't good today.
He doesn't provide enough opinion, or he doesn't provoke a strong enough reaction to care. Either way is my point.
Even Phil Foden. Even Phil Foden.
Foden wasn't good today. I don't think Mahrez was good
terrible.
Today.
Oh, Foden was terrible.
But you don't see the criticism.
Yes.
You don't see it.
I don't think Mahrez was good today. And Mahrez is a quality player. I don't think Mahrez
can I
was
be honest with you? Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I didn't know Mahrez played today. Because I was at work. So I was like watching the game in and out. I got to tell you, I did not see, and of course I got the sound down, but I did not see Mahrez at all. I got to be honest with you. I saw Jack Grealish, and even he, like, he's one of those players that if he does well in one game, you're supposed to forgive him for the next 5 he doesn't do well in. Do you know what I mean? So stuff like that. But I think we have to talk about it, Flores. I know. Now, when I bring this up,
I know where you're gonna go. Yeah, the floor is yours, man.
Listen, I don't care about the result, stuff like that. United won.
That's facts.
City, the second goal was on City defending. Their heads had gone. That's on them. Okay, they didn't defend well. I don't know how that's not offside. I don't care what the referees have come out and said tonight.
Hey man, the brown envelopes are back. They're really back. They're really back.
We're here.
You know how I know United back? People complaining about United and referees.
That was disgraceful.
Late 2000s, 90s, man. I love it. I'm so glad. Do I think it was offside? Yeah, go on, Sefa. Go on.
They gave the same.
He was about to say yes, he thinks it was offsides, but yes.
They gave the same.
Nah, I wasn't. But go on.
They gave offside against Man United that was nearly the same in the first half. The same linesman who gave it as well, and he didn't touch the ball. I don't care. You don't have to touch the ball to be interacting with play. He was following the ball. He was literally about to shoot before he heard Bruno go or whatever. And there's no the goalkeeper was set up. There's no way. Now I don't care what they've come out and said today. They're all covering each other's backs. It's all bullshit. Because I bet you know how these go around. When something big happens, it happens again in the next few games. And the reverse result happens. Do you know what I mean? Like he'll be called offside or something. Actually, remember Lukaku's offside in the League Cup?
Yes.
Against
it's exactly the same. It's exactly the same offside. Actually, if you go, I wish I could bring up side by side pictures. It's on the same side of the pitch. It's the same position.
The same side. I remember it's the same side of the pitch as well. Yeah. And I think it's the incompetence of the refs because I've seen people like initially when I've seen it, when I'm watching it on the watch, I'm like, that's offside. Then I've seen rivals complaining about it. Then I've seen other people say the rule is stupid, but the rule states, and this is just me, I don't know. I'm actually going to read the rule. Just for Battle of the North, I'm going to read the rule in it. I'm going to get the rule because I know they're going to complain and read the rule. But first and foremost, let me state this actually beforehand. Even if it was offside, listen to me and listen to me carefully, people. I couldn't give a shit. I don't care if it was offside. I'm not going to sit down and argue with anybody. And I don't say for a Peter won't. But I'm just putting this out there. I'm not going to argue with anyone in the chat. But I do Battle of the North on Monday. I'm not arguing with Daps about it. I'm not arguing with Hassam, anybody. I don't care. It was offside. Cool. Me, initially, it looks offside. Then people are telling me the rule states it's actually not offside. I don't know what the rule is, so I don't know. So I'm going to do my research.
I'm seeing claims that you have to touch it. It's a new rule. I've pulled up Law 11 off the FA website, and that's just not true. Like, so I could read it if you care enough. I could share my screen if we want to show you guys.
Yeah, go on.
But, like, yeah, sure. All right, let's do this.
Yeah, I actually want to know because I've seen people stating this and saying, well.
Can I just say, Battle of the North, I don't think you'll have any trouble from Sam this week. That's all. Do you know what I mean? He won't be.
He'll find something in it. It'll be the Venkos deal or something like that.
I think he's preoccupied.
Smile, you again. Smile.
So,
Smile. Oh my God.
Because like I know a lot of people do like ranting about like the rules and stuff without actually looking them up, right? So Rule 11 in the FA rule book, right? Offside position. We're going to go down to number 2, offside offense. By the way UK people spell offense is very funny. But
well, the C.
instead of C's, people.
All right, no. You spell
interfering with play by touching a ball pass or touched by a teammate. Or interfering with an opponent by preventing an opponent from playing or being able to play the ball by clearly obstructing the opponent's line of vision or challenging an opponent for the ball or clearly attempting to play a ball which is close when this action impacts on an opponent or making an obvious action which clearly impacts the ability of an opponent to play the ball. Basically, these 6 dots here were all happening there. You know what I mean? So, like, fair enough. Like, look, Like, guys, there is no new rule. Like, we literally just made that shit up on Twitter.com because Terry Fleur said he has to touch the ball, and you guys believe him because he runs the football terrace. Like, all right, United fans, I'm not here to say the game should be replayed. I don't care that strongly. I just don't like the fact that Rashford basically said a moving screen and you guys scored.
Top of the key, man. Top of the key, man. Top of the key, man.
Like
similarly,
right? Like, remember when fucking Romero pulled Cucurella's hair and we said, "Hey, that's wrong."
I was like, "Yo, this is gonna be a free kick, Chelsea." I was like, again.
We were like, "Hey, that doesn't seem right or just or fair. That seems blatantly cheating." Right? Like, that seems outside the realm of the rules. The FA said, since there's no rule against hair pulling, he can't be charged with violent conduct. They should have just said, hey, that's ridiculous. We should not allow this. Like, at some point,
saying he needs to cut his hair.
That's basically people, he should like fucking wear his hair in a bun. Then I'm like, okay, like, now we're just being facetious.
Yeah, that's just stupid. That's just stupid.
Fair enough. Like, to say inference is nonsense. So, like, here's the thing with Rashford, right? Akanji is not able to play the ball because Rashford is in between himself and the ball. If Akanji slides and contacts Rashford there, he triggers denial of a goal-scoring opportunity and gets sent off.
Yeah,
which shouldn't be possible if you're fouling somebody who's in an offside position affecting play. Like, right, like, order of the rules being broken there should, like, take into effect. We can say inference is nonsense, but, like, it's there in the rules. Whether you want to say he didn't interfere with play and you want to make that argument, cool, whatever. Like, we're not really here to argue the call. Like, Flawless knows they got away with them. He's openly admitted he doesn't care and he's being shameless about it. Which at that
100%.
point, like, what can you say? Like, I would do the same thing. But, like, I don't know. It is what it is. Like, I thought there was no way that was going to get allowed.
I was like,
again, let me repeat that again. When I've seen it, and you can go back and watch it on the watch along. When I've seen it, I'm like, Bruno is onside, but surely Rashford is offside there. So I'm just like, you know what? It's probably not going to get given. It got given. I'm over the moon. You know why? Because even if I sat here and was like, it's offside, what does it change? Absolutely nothing in it. That's why I'm not going to sit here and debate and argue with anybody, whether it's on here, on somebody else's platform, it's on a social media platform. I said, it's offside. My uncle, I see my uncle after it, and he was like, I think he was telling me about it was onside because of the rulings. And I was like, uncle, I'm not fussed.
No, this is
I'm
not
not fussed. You know what I'm saying?
I'm looking at Law 11 right now.
Yeah.
The rule did not magically change to benefit this debatable offside.
It's not. We all know it's to do with the consistency of refs, because we all know over the next few games we're going to see the exact same run and it's going to be called offside. Do you remember our penalty against you lot, where I don't know who, I can't remember who it was. Was it McTominay? They penalised McTominay for the penalty against Chelsea.
When he was kind of softly holding.
And then what happened? The next few games, same things happened and they weren't called.
No, consistency. Referees are bad, and we know referees. And you know what? If it's I'd say this, people. If this game earlier on is at the Etihad and not Old Trafford, the ref probably flags offside. But he's probably
it's not even that. It's not even
Stretford
that.
He's probably thought, you know what? I won't get out here alive if I can't stop.
Let it go, mate.
Yeah. He had 80,000 monks calling him every name under the sun for the next 20 minutes. He was like, you know what? Nah.
It's not even really the on-field officials. VAR, I guarantee you, if that was in another European country, that would have been offside. Because VAR, they know. Why is it we invent the game and we have the most trouble with this goddamn sport? VAR works well on international level, works well in every other European country that does it. We have the most inept referees because they don't want to call out someone's mistake. That's what VAR is there for. It's not to call out a mistake. It's to make things correct. The referees aren't deliberately... Okay, let me say, I don't know, man. I presume the referees aren't deliberately giving bad calls, right? Do you know what I mean?
Think they're bad at their job.
Because why would they want 80,000 people calling him they're going to call him that anyway, but even more so calling him, you know what, yeah? Do you know what I mean? Why would they want that?
You fucking prick.
It's just mad. It's just mad that VR went, oh no, it's okay, it's fine. What are you talking about? You can clearly see he's offside. What do you mean? Oh, he wasn't interfering with play. So basically, you're telling me I could now every offside we can run up to the ball, look like we're going to do something with it. Our mate,
and then
who's
let it
5
go.
yards behind,
Let it go.
could just go shoot.
You
like
can do that.
You can do that.
Hey, I guess what people, if it happened against Manchester United today, I'd be here pissed off about it. You know why? Because it's against my team. It's against my team. I've seen bad calls happen against Manchester. I've seen bad calls that have changed the history of football. I'll never forget Porto. Mourinho's Porto. You know what I'm saying? I will never forget that. Mourinho's Porto. Paul Scholes perfectly legitimately goal ruled offside that was onside. And if Porto don't win, the champs, Chelsea probably don't get Mourinho. And then it's a whole different conversation.
That's true.
One call, people. I still remember that to this day. You know what I'm saying? And you know how many years ago? That was like 2003. To this day, I still remember that. That's how much I'm still annoyed by it. Because it was onside. It was onside, and I'm watching it. And we're 1-0 up, and I'm like, yo, the goal is onside, and they chalked it off. And then Costina scored, I think it was. And Mourinho ran down the ramp. I was like, fuck this shit, yo. I was distraught.
Hey, hold that, man. Hold that still, man.
Hey, I was like 2 years old, but
you can tell people I'm still upset by it now, and it was years ago.
It was 18 years ago, man.
18 years ago.
Like, the guys in the chat, you're saying like playing the Midfield and all this stuff. Like guys.
This match is not even 18 hours old, and you're holding on to something from 18 years
18
ago.
years ago. So that's why when things happen like that, I'm like, I deserve this. So you know what? City can hold that. Everyone complaining, hold that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised that they huddled after, and the decision on the pitch was fuck it. Like, that is what surprises me. I'm not like, they didn't even like say, hey, we're gonna raise it and go to VAR. They said, fuck it, pointed to the circle and kicked off again hella quick.
Hey, you know what it is, bro? But this is what it is, bro. This was just football. Like, if it's for your team, fuck it. When Sterling was running off to the corner flag to go and celebrate after they scored the goal and be out of the Champions League, I thought, and the ref says possible offside, bro. I was shameless as fuck. I didn't give a fuck. I was like, yo, hold that. I know you guys probably heartbroken. I don't give a fuck. We're through to the next round. We're gonna see Ajax. Hold that. Like, I'll be real.
For real, a man should pray for the ups. That's what I said on that track. Prayer for the ups that ain't worth my time. Like, I meant that when I said that. When I wrote that lyric, I meant that. You know what I'm saying? I don't pray for that. I don't care in it. I'm all about Manchester United winning by hook or by crook. If referees make bad decisions, that's not on us. You know what I'm saying?
Black Diamond just brought up a very good point. With Man City last year at Everton.
Complaining about the Rodri handball. Yeah, it was a blatant handball.
By the way, you can bring that up in Battle of the North with Daps. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? What goes around, you know.
See, my argument would be I don't really know City fans to like talk to them every week to care about their games.
Yeah, because like 12 in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I'm not saying the result should be like changed or like whatever. I'm just saying like that was a peak like shameless referee moment. I think that is right under Cucurella getting his hair pulled right in front of Anthony Taylor. Like if you pull the screenshot, Anthony Taylor's in the screenshot 3 feet away.
And looked in the way.
Do you know what? There was a couple of years ago, Jez, you might remember this. Remember when we played you at the bridge and Lo Celso nearly broke? Who was it? Nearly broke a player's leg, right? Stamped on it.
I think I remember that.
The referee gave me but it was just it was like that Donny van der Beek thing, but more malicious, right?
Okay.
They went, no, it's fine, no malicious play. He literally, if the guy's foot was on the ground, it would have broken his leg, right? But they went, no, it's fine, just play on. No red or anything like that. It's like, who do these? I want to know who these people are that they put in this.
I just wish the referees played football at a respectable level before they became refs.
Yes,
because the more we see these decisions, it's not even like a today thing. It's just people have no idea how to keep a handle on the game from like an emotional level, and like common sense just gets abandoned like too often. Even like ARs, like they really don't be calling blatant shit. Like, if for example, right, Malacia made the same challenge on Mahrez 3 times in the first half. He got whistled for one of them, or got whistled for 2 of them, and got away with one of them. It was the same challenge all 3 times. It's like it's either a foul or it's not a foul. Like when he finally got caught, like when he finally got away with that, I was like, you've been calling that, but I guess we're gonna let that one go. Like, it's weird, right? Like, people are incapable to properly keep a lid on a game, like from like just a refereeing standpoint. They're unable to apply fairly even standards, and a lot of times players don't know like where the line is. Like, I would love to have been a fly on the wall on the pitch to hear the referee's explanation for why that counts.
Yeah, that would have been great. That would have been great.
I'm like, wait,
and I don't know what it is.
Rashford didn't take a fifth step towards the ball that it counts? Like, I'm confused.
Yeah,
I don't know. I actually want, even from the like a United perspective, I just love to hear that. What is the explanation?
Like referees in general to have to be like held like vocally accountable for just why they do things.
The NFL does.
Taylor, tell me why pulling Cucurella's hair is allowed.
Yeah,
in that scenario.
The NFL refs are great because the NFL refs will tell you why they flagged or done something. They actually have, I don't know if you know this, Floors. NFL refs have like a microphone synced up to our stadium to hear. So they'll announce what's happening, like someone throws a flag on play. So they'll go, oh, this player's being penalised because they did this or that. And you know what? I know the commentators can hear what the VAR people are telling the ref because I know they've said it on TV. We should be able to hear that as well. On rugby, their VAR, it's not VAR, it's called third match official. You can actually hear the conversation between the referee and the third match official, what's happening, what they're looking for, and why they're going to do what they're going to do. So then you're in the know. You're not like second guessing just why have they done this, why have they done that.
But this is omitted from just football in general, and like it'll be omitted from the Premier League for as long as they can fight it on purpose. Like, this is where I kind of put on my tinfoil hat. This is an entertainment product, and the refereeing is inconsistent, but they know that it's inconsistent, and they're kind of cool with it. It's part of like the brand, and it's part of the product. You enjoy it. Because like we're talking about a refereeing decision instead of talking about a good performance from United, right? We talked about Cucurella getting his hair pulled for a week, and that was branded as like Tottenham mentality, right? But like 4 months, and you see how that looks. Like,
I'm not gonna let these Shameless first one say it showed mentality how we came back in this. Bro, we literally blatantly cheated to go and get the second goal. See the first goal. The first goal
was also cheating, but we forget that one because the second one was even more egregious.
Because this is the thing. First one, I would say like you can maybe possibly give some argument, and the second one is like, how did we get away with it? Like,
bro, my point is like we're gonna see some major incident at some major point of the season where just the obviously suspect call is made. And it's going to be, fuck it, it's football, it happens, mate. And, like, I kind of get that if, like, you weren't offering up a multi-billion-pound a year product where, like, you could kind of alleviate some of this, but you don't want to for, like, entertainment. Like, just say, fuck it, man. Like, you know what you signed up for. And I would at least respect that.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, Premier League, you talk about having the best players in the world, right? Best coaches, best medical staffs, all of this stuff.
Best stadiums, best everything.
Outsource the referees.
Well, of course, get the best in class. And with that, before we continue quickly, sir, for you lot again, I know I've started some of the questions. Continue to get your questions in, but keep in Manchester United, Chelsea, or Tottenham related. Keep all your questions within those three clubs. There's there's over 100 of you lot locked in. Let's get up to 100 likes, people. That is the like check, 100 likes, and it's good to see so many new people in here. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well in it, because like this is the type of fire content we provide on a daily basis, people. Great content. Best content creators and Ryan on this channel, people. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, road to 5K as well. Yeah, go on, sir.
Makes me laugh every time. This is another thing about obviously with the Twitter and the game. Yeah. What did you think of Martial today?
Wasn't good today. I'm saying I don't think he was bad, but I don't think he was good. But I can tell watching him. He's not. The fact that he got pulled off at halftime tells me all I need to know is he's not 100% fit, and I know he's not 100% fit. I watched him play on Tuesday and go down the tunnel. We played on Friday. He played 60 minutes. Then I see him on the pitch. He gets put, and then he gets taken off again. I see him on the pitch again, and he gets taken off again. His hold-up play at times was good. At a couple times it could have been better, but you are playing against a team like City, and when he wasn't on the pitch, when he got taken off, you'd seen the difference because our attack we didn't create anything from the second half up until the goal. and the goal was what, the 76th minute, 77th minute, something like that. So
late 70s.
so
Late
when
70s.
I talk about Martial and players being a foil for players, that's all I'm talking about. Like Martial will occupy defenders. The ball more often than not will stick. But this is why I've said we need to sign a striker. This is why I'm over the moon about Weghorst. This is why I said we can't rely on Martial. Ten Hag himself said we're managing his minutes. The manager came out and said we are managing Martial's minutes. I can't remember the last time he played
low managing, man. That's
9
crazy.
minutes. This is what because he's not, and you can see he's not fit.
Yeah,
he's good enough. You can see that he's not 100%, but that's not an excuse for poor performances. But yeah, today I don't think he was good, but I don't think he was bad. I think everybody outside of our four defenders were just functional. Casemiro, Fred Eriksen, Bruno, Rashford, and Martial all did a job. Anthony the same when
Wan-Bissaka was outstanding.
Wan-Bissaka was very good today. That's why I said Luke Shaw at centre back.
Downloaded some ISO boost, man. That was incredible.
He did, man. I seen him drop the shoulder and all that. You know what I'm saying?
They caught me crazy when I said I would do a swap deal with Emerson Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, but you would swap Emerson for Mike Graham, who's not alive.
Yeah, you would swap it for a Tesco meal deal or some Magic Beans, fam. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about?
Emerson's not even worth a meal deal.
So yeah, that's my point. Like even Luke Shaw, I thought was incredible today. Again, in a back four against arguably the best attack in the country in a back four, and he played left-sided centre back, and he was very, very good. Malacia, who had been criticised for his performances at City away, his performance against Arsenal at Old Trafford, very good today defensively as well. Like athleticism, and he did a good job. People say, "Oh, Mahrez was poor." He was, but they tried to target him early on. If you look in that game, there's 3 or 4 times early they've clipped balls over to their right hand side, and Malacia dealt with it. Like I said, and Varane's just Varane. Varane is just a cut above. You know what I'm saying? Like Varane, like all the criticism people gave Varane last year was not, and all this like, oh, I don't rate him, and he got carried back. Look at him now. You know what I'm saying? And he's still performing now, people, and that was without Martinez next to him. You know what I'm saying he's playing next to a left back. It's a left back he's playing next to, and Wan-Bissaka on his other side. But this is why I say all the time, systems matter, people. You know what I'm saying? New Wan-Bissaka, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I couldn't believe the ISO moves, but yeah, I couldn't only prop up the 4 defenders, and then the rest of the team did a job. Again, in the second half, I would have liked to have seen more from us going forward, but without Martial, there's no focal point. So when people were like, why do you want Weghorst? Because we have no striker, people. Our second choice striker is Anthony Elanga. And that's where we're at. Anthony Elanga, and people are talking about us winning a Premier League. And if people say, why can't you win the Premier League? Just open your eyes and look at the squad. As good as I think some of these players are, as good as Ten Hag is, I still have PTSD with some of these players.
You don't have enough players. That's why.
But when I say this, people act like I'm crazy. This is what I don't understand. Because Z said it here. Z asked the question. He said, are United in a title race, guys? No, we're not in a title race.
No, it's probably like a little bit premature for that. No. But like,
we're not in a title race.
If you are adamant that you are, fine. But no, you need more players. Like,
no.
Martial is one person. He's injury prone as well, right? And it's by more players, I mean you need better squad players. The gap between who's playing and who's coming in to replace them can't be that large if you want to maintain consistent performances across multiple fronts for half a season.
Yes.
That's an issue.
It's really that simple. You can't go from Casemiro to McTominay.
Like if you could clone players, then like you'd probably be all right.
Yeah, 100%.
Like that's not a thing. So like I don't know. It's just you need a couple more players. I said it in the summer, like they probably need 2 or 3 more bodies to like really round out the squad at least. Say what you want about Weghorst, like he's an option up there, and like I don't actually think Weghorst is a bad football player. I don't think he's going to come into United and score 12 goals in the 6 months he's there, but like he's an option. And again, remember, guys, United have Europa League, which is taking on increasingly less importance as United close in on a Carabao Cup trophy and look like they're going to be in the Champions League either way anyways. So if Ten Hag wanted to look at Europa League and say, hey, I don't really need this as much anymore, that's fair enough, but you still have to put people out there.
Yes. And that's what it is. And when I look at this team and I go, as good as Ten Hag's been, as good as the system has, and I'm not looking at how far where we can head. I'm looking at how far Manchester United have come along, because they've exceeded all my personal expectations in the 15th of January. If you would have told me we would have been where we are in the league, the amount of goals we scored, been defensively sound, I'm even more confident of winning a trophy. I go, all right, cool. Like, I think we're a player away from me personally saying I would definitely go and finish in the top 4. Because I know how quickly football can change. We could easily draw against Palace, lose to Arsenal, and we're having a different conversation next week. That could happen. Yeah, 100%. Our reactionary fan base. If we draw,
your fan base will have a different convo.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, the conversation won't be are United in a title race. The conversation will be top 4. I say this all the time. I keep my feet on the ground. I said it on the show with Jan. I said it on Man United all throughout last week. I stated this. Well, this week I stated this time and time again. Whether we beat City and Palace and Arsenal, I'm not saying we're in a we're in a title race and we're going to win the league. Same way, if we lose those 3 games, I'm not going to switch up. The objective should stay the same to me up until April, May times. And then you look at, I think Ten Hag, a quote came out today and said that Sir Alex said the league starts in April. And it's like that, like, this is January. I'm not falling into this trap of not. Plus, we have bigger fish to fry in a sense of more important, I should say. I'm looking at the Carabao Cup. We have to win that. We're closer to that than we are the Premier League. We're closer to that than we are the Europa League and the FA Cup. We haven't won a trophy in 5 years. Go and win it.
Table right now. Unless you think Tottenham can catch you, which we haven't really spoke on, but that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I hear
you. Your fans will probably freak out if they draw to Palace and lose to Arsenal.
We draw to Palace and lose to Arsenal, which is not out of the realms of possibility.
That's entirely plausible, by the way.
Yes,
Palace at home,
Palace away.
Right.
This is what I'm saying. It's Palace away,
yes,
and then Arsenal away. So 2 trips to
I
London,
know
and it's
Spurs
Wednesday,
spanked
Sunday.
them. Yeah, I know Spurs spanked them 4-0, but
big up Justice as well.
It's still a hard place to go.
Like I said, I'm fully aware of this. Am I confident going into these 2 games? Of course. Look at the way we're playing. We just beat Manchester City. Of course I am. But I'm not going to sit here and say we're definitely going to beat Palace. We're definitely going to beat Arsenal. I look at things logically, and I look at both sides and go, all right, if we lose these 2 games or drop points, it's not that bad. Same way, if we win these games, great. I want to be proven wrong. I want to be in a title race. I want this team and this manager to be able to win the Premier League title this season. I just don't believe it. That's all it is. I think eventually we'll fall short. But we'll see. And Black Diamond, yeah, you said, do I agree with this? Of course. We don't have the squad depth to win the Premier League. 6 months into a 3-year project, 1 injury to Casemiro, and we're in trouble. Remain grounded, enjoy the progress. That's all I'm doing. For the first time in me content creating, which has been, 2 years, 2.5 years, however long it's been, I'm enjoying watching Manchester United. I'm enjoying talking about Manchester United. I go into watch-alongs with a smile on my face. I go into games with confidence. And we're going to lose games. But 1161 says we definitely beating Arsenal. I'm not going to put definitely on anything because Arsenal are a good team.
Fascinating game.
I don't think any of our teams are definitely doing anything except ours is definitely being our 2 teams are definitely not doing shit.
Oh yeah, we are fighting for making sure we don't finish in the European spot. And to be fair, I always said, man, Chelsea and Liverpool to finish in a European spot with Fulham or Brighton, and ask for out of Europe, and inshallah. I've seen us I woke up before I came on. I saw us getting linked to Saniolo again. I was like, should I come on? Because I question the life. Bro, why are we chasing a guy with 2 back-to-back ACLs? What is going on here?
Wow.
I
actually hate this Conte guy because I know he gets influence on this.
Back-to-back ACLs in a Conte training session. Are you fucking kidding me?
Guys, Fulham only 2 points behind Tottenham.
Yeah, I know. I've seen. Trust me, the dictate is actually closer than I thought it is. Because I've seen just earlier as well that Chelsea's only 3 points behind Liverpool now.
Oh yeah, as bad. We're 3 points behind Liverpool. They have better goal difference because they beat Bournemouth 9-0. But yeah,
that's Peter. That is actually it. They are 9 goals ahead of us.
Yeah, no, they're the Bournemouth at home
against Bournemouth. That's it. They didn't score against Bournemouth. We'd be level on goals. The only difference is that one result. They're only 3 points ahead. It's that one win against Bournemouth.
Although, guys, if we lose tomorrow, which I don't rule anything out, we're level on points with 11th and 12th place. I just want to see the
Don't
bottom
worry,
of the
don't
league.
worry. We will soon join you there. Bro, the only thing, all January, all I've been hearing is Petro Poro, man. All the same report, same shit. Earlier today, I'm hearing Sporting literally said 40 million release clause or nothing. Guess what we do? Apparently, 27 million plus a player on loan. What? Don't say like,
Yeah.
this was say. I need this transfer. I need this transfer window to just end. I'm tired of these news. I'm hearing Sunny YOLO. Like, bro, you see what? And see, Conte's gonna be leaving in 6 months. He's trying to ruin my club before he leaves. I can't believe it. That's what I said. Like, just get Conte out, man. Like, I'll be real. Like, if he loses to City, Arsenal, and then Fulham and City again, hopefully he's gone by then. Inshallah.
That Pedro Porro signing, that smells like another hijack attempt from us. You know that.
And the funny thing is, I can't even, for me, I can't even get accepted because you know what it is? Chelsea are just willing to call and pay the risk clause. There's literally what the owner has. The guy has literally come out and say 40 million release clause or nothing. We try to negotiate it. Bro, what? So if Chelsea come in and buy Petro Pro, I can't get mad at it because they're willing to pay the money. Petro Pro is willing to join Tottenham as well. But if Chelsea come in, you know what? Fuck it. 40 million, give us the player. I can't get angry. We're the only one to look at ourselves. Like, you can't get angry at Bowley or you can't get at Chelsea. Oh, Chelsea did it again. Why did they steal? No. We knew from 1st of January when Chelsea went linked with him all the time before that we needed to pay the release clause. You weren't not willing to pay the release clause. So for me, I mean, egg in your face, but it's your fault. But again, like I said, man, they love this. This is the issue that I have with Conte as well. Like, one thing it's just an issue that I have with Conte that I like with managers like Ten Hag and even Potter, to be honest, at Brighton. They can work with many players, and they don't need specific players for their systems only. Like I know for a fact this Conte brother is like Petro Pro, or we're just going to continue with Emerson and Doherty. This is my issue. Like, our pool of players that we potentially go and sign would be bigger if it wasn't for Conte, in my opinion. Like, he's like, yo, it needs to be this guy on this guy only. You can't tell me you can't find a left-sided centre back in the market. No, it needs to be Bastoni.
Hey, we bought one.
We bought one. We're not playing him.
This is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say. So you can't tell me you can't find a left-footed, left-sided centre back. Nah, yes, they can find, because we had literally been linked with multiple ones, but Conte only wants Bastoni. This is why we signed Longley on a loan, because they think next summer they can go into Milan and go and try again. I was like, bro, why? That's what I'm saying. Like, the way Conte's influencing this shit is actually ridiculous. Like, a whole year wasting my time because having to chase players. Like, we chasing players that we can't sign because they don't want to play for Tottenham. Cool, fair enough. Go and fight me a FM Wonder Kid. Last season, I would never forgive these crooks for what they did, man. They needed to get rid of Lamella. Fuck it, 25 million plus Lamella to go to Sevilla and get Bryan Gill. Where the fuck was the plan for Bryan Gill? Funny enough, I think the kid is talented, but when you go and bring him into like a Conte team, he's not going to play. Conte doesn't like playing kids like Sarr and Gill, no I'm saying. And then I see Kavicha all summer linked. We refused. The agent said, "Come and get me." The agent said, "Yo, I'm in Ruben Kassan. Get me out of this war." What did we do? We get Bryan Gill.
100 likes. 100 likes.
Oh yeah, we got 100 likes. Hey, big up you lot. Big up the chat. You know what I'm saying? And that. Big up. Don't worry, man. This show is here for 90 people. Obviously, you lot like this, so large up the chat. 100%.
Hey man, Damien say no more, but yeah.
Yes, you got to worry. Look what you got to worry where people are telling the chief executives where to go. Look what happened to Eddie, man. He was told to go to Poland. They're in fucking Turkey doing transfers.
No, we go to the right places. We go to the right places, and we like, yeah, we're going back. Can't be us.
Let's face it, man. You're like a businessman who turns up with a Tesco shopping bag, while the others have got designer suitcases.
Yeah, with Gucci and Louis Vuitton and that, and this is the bullshit. This is the bullshit. And people want to say we don't spend money. Bro, we spent 60 million on Richarlison.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? But we don't have money.
How much did you spend on the Celso?
45. I think it's like 45 million euros was. And
Ndombele
was all. And Ndombele is literally our club record signing at like 63 million.
He's on loan for a title, baby. Let's go.
Yo, he's literally on loan, fighting for a title shot for Napoli. This is what I'm trying to talk about. How when I say these people that want to tweet every day, leave it out. I'm happy that I'm got suspended from my main account because I'm sick and tired seeing these people on my timeline. Because I'm sorry, we spend the money. Blame the people that are in the recruitment. Blame the manager for just wanting only Pacific players. You can't tell me you couldn't find 2 centre backs for 30 million each. Let's face it. How much did Chelsea buy Buddy Ashila?
35 million.
Exactly. But you want to tell me Richarlison was needed because he can play across the front three. I think he might be available for tomorrow off the bench, but he's not. I know he's 100% not fit, so I don't even want him to play. But see, this is what I'm trying to say. And bro, the faster Conte leaves my club, happy as hell, man. Like, see, for me, we can finish 10th. If Conte leaves, that's for me like a trophy. I'll be real. Guys, hold my club back. I'm tired of this guy. And also, this power teaching guy needs to go as well. He
might be going sooner than you think, man. Yeah, I mean,
he needs to go to jail. I already said this, man. He is part of YSL. I don't care.
He's part of YSL.
This guy trying to get him on a Rico, you know.
They got parent teaching the Rico. Nah,
I'm trying to get him on a Rico case, you know. You crazy. I big up to Basaka who says, Florida, snap out the Ollie drama, the Ten Hag, bro. Get that chest out. Think about it. Who's gonna score for Arsenal and Ketia? It's nothing to do with Ollie. I look at our team, I look at Arsenal's team. I'm not saying we can't get a result. Arsenal have a good team now. I'm saying I don't think they've lost at their ground this season. I don't think they've lost at the Emirates. I'm not sure. They might have one draw there, which is the Newcastle draw. But they're a good side, and they're a good side at home. So yes, can we win? Absolutely. But I've already stuck my chest out. Nothing to do with the Premier League. I said we win a trophy this season. I've been banging that drum the entire season. I'll carry on. Go on.
I think he goes with the same tactics as the home game. I think he lets them have possession and hit them on the counter. Which is
whatever he did in the first half today.
Whatever standard you want to say, which is in his early days, sometimes that's what Ollie used to do. It's not the same. They're not the same as Ten Hag, but it's the tactics that they use. You cannot deny that, anyone. Okay, they use counter-attacking football. It worked. It worked under Ollie in the early stages of his management. Didn't work in the end, but it worked in the earlier game where you hit them on the attack. Teams like Arsenal love to have the ball.
So
but
give
they
them the
don't
ball.
do anything with it. You just hit them on the attack.
And we did that to Arsenal and City at home. And here's the thing is with people like with Ollie and the counter-attack. The major problem I had with Ollie and him playing counter-attacking football, it was plan A. It should. Are we Leicester City under Ranieri? It should never, ever be plan A. It should be plan B. It should be implemented, and it should be implemented for certain games. Sir Alex Ferguson did it all the time. Ironically, against Arsenal. Did it on a regular basis. Arsenal will come to Old Trafford, have 65% possession of the ball, and then we catch him on the break. It happened a lot, all of the time, whether it was at Old Trafford, whether it's at the Emirates. It happened a lot of the time.
There was a lot of games where he deployed Jason Park to do a particular role.
Absolutely.
In that, whether it's man marking or counter or something like that.
That's
Jason
how he
Park,
got he wasn't playing
status.
Yeah, you weren't playing Phil Neville in midfield to play free-flowing football, people. You know what I'm saying? He was in there to kick people and do a job.
That's what
I'm saying. John O'Shea.
That Arsenal game in particular, you guys weren't there to play football. You were there to kick the shit out of them.
Kicking them out, yeah. Because if you try to play football against the Arsenal side, they are going to bop you off the park. That's stupid. That's like getting in a boxing match with prime Floyd Mayweather and going, you know what, I'm gonna box with him. That's dumb. You know what I'm saying? That's just idiotic. That is bringing a knife to a gunfight. That's just stupid. Utilize the tools that you have. And we play well. We have players on the counter-attack, but go on.
But people know this. It's like people going to Chelsea. Oh, why don't Chelsea play some football when they go away to the Pep's new Barcelona? You out of your goddamn freaking mind. What do you mean?
Do you have any idea? You guys remember 2012? How many of them little bastards were in our box the whole game? It felt like there were 7 Barca players in the box. We had 4 goal line clearances in the first half. They missed the open goal from 6 yards. We did all this terrorism.
Didier Drogba played left wing back and right wing back in the same half.
All I gotta say is, man, do you want to see those? Do you want to see those?
That 2012 semifinal first leg, I have never felt so inferior as a club. I was just like, I don't know how we're gonna survive in the new camp.
I don't even want to think about that. Remember they hit the bar after 3 minutes.
Yes. They ran through on goal and hit the bar for 3 minutes. I was like, well, it was fun, boys, but we're out.
5 minutes later,
long day.
So,
yeah, that was just like, there's no shame in compromising your philosophy or adjusting your principles for a short-term period to achieve a desired result. So at the end of the day, football is a results-driven business. Does Eric Ten Hag go to sleep dreaming of setting up a narrow diamond in midfield where Bruno can shuffle out to the right and do the defensive work to chase back João Cancelo and finding Eriksen who finds Rashford in quick transition all day? No. But like for the job, for the task at hand today, it worked. And sometimes the ends will justify the means. Like it's a 38-match season. If you're an elite level club, maybe you're adjusting your principles 3 or 4 times. But on those 3 or 4 occasions, you are playing for results. You aren't necessarily playing to build up these players' good habits and build squad morale. That's what those games against fucking Nottingham Forest and fucking whoever you played in the cup, Charlton Athletic, are for. That's what that shit's for. You let the kids off the bench and make them feel good for scoring against some fucking plumbers and former librarians and shit. And like, all right, cool. Fair enough. But like when you're playing serious teams, then you have to adopt serious tactics and make serious sacrifices. Like, for example, like Chelsea in the Champions League, we went to Real Madrid's training ground. We had Andreas Christensen, we had Thiago Silva, we had Rudiger, we had Azpilicueta and Chilwell playing. One of Tuchel's finest acts of terrorism that he gets no flack for because it works. We scored a goal in the first half. Benzema scored that bad boy goal, and we said, wait, we have an away goal. Shut up shop. Don't even cross the halfway line. Timo Werner's a terrorist and he's going to miss all the chances anyways. Like, I firmly believe Tuchel saw Werner miss the header from 4 yards away and said, fuck this. No.
Lock this shit up.
And then Benzema scored out of nowhere and he was like, no more. And then so it's like, all right, we're cool. We'll go again at the bridge. Picked him off on the break. Fair enough. But like, it's about navigating, right? You have to get through these things, okay? And like, we can say Ten Hag abandoned his principles, guys. If United would have played the Ten Hag way and lost 6-3 again, we'd be having a different conversation. You're much happier now than you were in October.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And like, idealistic football and like football and like principles and morals is great, but like also you're Man United. Ferguson would have sold half the team every year if you could guarantee a European Cup on the end of it. Absolutely. Like United attacking football, getting the ball out wide, swinging 80 crosses in the box, having 4 strikers on the pitch at once, and somehow getting away with it. Like, fair enough. But like, this isn't like the sexy football built like by Arsenal or like Barcelona. It's not the same historically. United just want to see people score goals and want to see people win. Like, let's be real honest. Let's be honest. Like, United fans have all the patience in the world for counterattacking football, provided they're getting results. The issue is, under like Mourinho or under Ole, the results weren't there when things mattered.
Exactly. And I'll tell you right now, I know Peter will agree. If under Potter, if we'd won like 8 of the last games, like 1-0, we wouldn't care how we were playing.
Oh, my problem is not that we're not playing well. I was down with Tuchel terrorism to the end. I'm still down to go back to. I don't care. My problem is that we're not trying any different solutions, and we stink. And you have free reign to try different solutions. I promise you, if I was the manager right now and you gave me free reign till the end of the season, I'm dropping Aspie tomorrow. Lewis Hall, I know you're left-footed. You want to play right back? I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like, brother, you're not going to get fired. But you know what's going to run people's patience thin? If we watch Zaha run at Aspie in transition and have the nerve to act surprised that such an event occurred.
Exactly.
That is going to I'm just going to be like, hey, who would have thought their left winger running at a 38-year-old, because he's probably not even 32. He's probably low-key 38. 38-year-old right back is struggling for pace. Like, we need to stop. We need to just, as football fans, stop acting like the actual aesthetic quality of the football is important to us if we don't support Barcelona. Because they have that weird baked-in shit. You are a United fan. Like, you guys are accepted terrorism. We are not accepted terrorism. That's about it. Any of these European Cups Manchester United won, it was not through great football. Don't let these people lie to you.
It wasn't. Was it?
Don't let them lie.
People forget this. The semi-final, like obviously when we went down, obviously the one in '99 against Juventus. That the second half of that. I can't remember when we made the comeback, but let's say it was the second half of that. It was great attacking football. Manchester United is built on the philosophy is great attacking football, but not all of the time. Because I've seen Fergie defend. I've seen us go. There's a reason Rooney played wide left and Ronaldo played up top. There's a reason those things happened when we went to the new camp. The reasons, and that's just smart. That's what made Fergie so good. That's just sensible. But yeah, go on.
The thing is, it's like it doesn't matter how you play when you win. I remember the first FA Cup in the new Wembley in 07, Chelsea Man United. It went to extra time. It's one of the worst games I've ever watched. Both sides were crap, right? But I don't care because we won. If Flawless would have won, no, you wouldn't have cared. He won.
You think I actually care about the 2018 FA Cup final?
No, exactly. Look at. I went to this. I went to the QPR. Wet QPR. We won 1-0 in Fabregas scored in the last minutes.
Oh, I remember watching that shit. Oh my lord!
Oh my god!
Prime terror. This guy started Oscar, Cesc, Ramirez, and Matic in the same lineup. God. It was horrible.
It was hot as well. I was watching that. It was like you know when you were at school and you're just waiting for the clock to hit the last bell, and it just wouldn't go there. It's like stopped it, flicked. It was like we just went. Just give us a draw. We don't care. Just blow the whistle.
And then we scored at the end, and Cesc went up and asked like we're going to win the league, mate.
I've never cheered. It's one of the loudest I've ever cheered at a goal, but just to get out of there.
I was hungover at my friend's place. That was a 4 a.m. kickoff on a Sunday. I was hungover. I rolled over. I turned on the TV, and then I fell back asleep. And I woke up at halftime. I saw 0-0. I checked Twitter. I was like, we're fucking shit. I was like, all right, we're back. And so I'm watching the second half with like one eye open, just hungover as fuck, right? And then I see a score. I was like, oh, we won. And I turned off the TV. I didn't even watch full time. I was like, this shit's too bright. I need to go back to sleep. So I just remember I got the best sleep. I was like, we fucking won. Looks like we played terrible, but I don't care.
Well, and the funny thing is,
go on, Jess. Go on.
The funny thing is, even for the Champions League run that we had, the only time that we decided to play a ball or try to be more expansive and have possession was the Champions League final, and we lost it. All the other games throughout the Champions League
terrorism.
We were fucking awful. We were fucking awful. We were giving away possession. We were just like, yo, just pray that Son or Kane or whatever is gonna come up with a goal. And we scammed our way to a final.
That's it.
It is what it is.
Before we continue, large up everyone that's locked in, there's still over 100 of you lot. Like check, how many likes are we on? Mods, let me know how many likes we're on. Make sure you've hit the like button. I know for a fact some of the viewers are new, which is great. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the notification bell. We live every day. Hit 111. All right, let's get that to 120 people. So I know 9 of you lot haven't hit the like button, but subscribe because I know more of you lot haven't subscribed. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. It's road to 5K. Let's get them subscribers up. Don't forget as well, link for the membership is in the pinned comment, people. Check it out. Many great perks, including how to get on the channel, whether it's Q&As here on the YouTube, on the Twitch, fan calling shows on the Twitch, how your question or comment to take priority on the Q&As that we do Wednesday nights, Friday nights, and Sunday nights, plus more. So make sure you check it out. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment. And of course, obviously, if you lot super chat, I will get straight to it as well. Big up Smokey Settings. Really wanted to get his bars out. He said, Flawless, I got bars for you. Roll up and get Smokey. White girl looking like a World Cup trophy. If you don't get to know me, grab up that pen like Ivan Toney. The only problem I have with this is it's one-syllable rhyming words. I don't do that. You got to rhyme 2 syllables together. That's it. That's the only issue I have with this. Other than that, I had to be like this. Smokey in it. But double syllable in it. That's what you have to do. 2 words have to rhyme, man. Yeah, go on, Jess. Go on. But big up for the super chat.
I saw Cam's last.
Oh yeah, Cam's, yeah. Hey, Cam's, hold that. You deserve it. I'm glad you're in the money. Big up Cam's TV.
I need to see a Cam's
He did predict it. He did predict it like he did.
Hey, Cam's has predicted the last two Liverpool results.
He did predict it. Yeah.
Yeah, hold that, Cams. I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? It's deserved.
Hey, no, it's like, Cams, if you're still in the comment section, man, how's Cody Gakpo?
Oh yeah, they got Gakpo. They beat us to Gakpo, man. That should, help you out, man. Well, points, you put your points on the table and that, you know what I'm saying? Cody Gakpo.
I call it shit, but golly, they are the different type of shit. Like,
I don't think Nunes didn't even play today. So
Nunes didn't play, so they can't even blame today.
Can't even blame Nunes, yeah. So
Hey, at least he brought the chaos up front. At least he brought the chaos up front. Salah was awful today. Like, this was the worst Liverpool game I probably have seen ever, because like they did nothing. Brighton was looking like City out there. Like,
I told you they got a better manager. Brighton got stronger. I don't know how they did this shit.
They look like Graham Potter was managing them before he went to us. That's what it looked like.
And to Cams, you said, "Wow, man, I never did this to you last season, flawless." Don't do that. All them Jadon Sancho jokes you've been getting off this season, you prick. You know what I'm saying? That you get hell. I hear all this, Cams, when you're on stream or we're in the group chat. All the slick shit you think I don't hear. I hear everything. Sometimes I just don't say anything. I'm like, yo, that's funny. You and Jez are cut from the same cloth, because Jez does that shit a lot as well. But I pay attention.
Damn, you throw me under the bus like this. Okay, man.
Under the bus. That's a fact. That's a compliment, actually. You know what I'm saying? Because you be saying slick shit people don't hear. You know what I'm saying? And you cracked a joke yesterday when we was on stream. That only caught slightly afterwards. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna repeat what got said. But remind me, and I'll tell you off stream what you said. Bro, some crazy shit. Grave even said on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. See, them Sancho jokes run. I don't like that. That's my guy as well. I can't even say nothing.
Hey, man, that's your dealer or what, Flowers?
That's my guy. I don't smoke, man. You know what I'm saying? My buddy a temple, man. I'm just a man of the people. That's what I am, man.
Shut up,
man of the people.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
Shut up, man. What the fuck? Man of the people. Shut up, man.
I am man of the people. What do you mean? You know what I'm saying?
Hate the people.
I love the people. You know what I'm saying? I stand with the people, for the people, and I'm here by the people. You know what I'm saying?
Who said that,
man? Hey, you know what would make the show more fun?
Yeah, go on.
If we didn't have to talk about like our clubs, we should just do like a generic football show.
we can agree like that. I enjoy talking about Chelsea and Spurs.
Hey, yo, I'm serious.
At the moment, yeah.
I'm looking at
at the moment, absolutely.
Whatever. You guys can lie about talking about Chelsea all you want. Cool. Whatever.
I'm not lying. I thoroughly enjoy talking about Chelsea. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not interesting. We suck.
That's the good part.
That's why he likes talking about.
But you lot suck. It's great.
Yeah. But like, okay,
how
many other ways can I rephrase that to where it's interesting to listen to?
Yo, because hearing you talk about Chelsea is of great interest. That's why you're here for.
It's like, look, at best case scenario, these people will learn their trade and do well. Best case. Right. Worst case, I don't even want to think about that, but it's not good. Okay. But like, I'm looking at the Premier League table, right?
Yeah,
20th place is 15 points. 14th place has 17. We have a 7-team relegation scrap.
Let's go.
Fantastic.
Let's go.
Wait, where's Everton?
Everton at 19.
19.
Said, I wanted to ask you a lot about Everton. Did you see the video of Yerry Mina talking to the Everton fans?
The Everton fan out. Yeah.
What do you do?
He got confronted by fans outside the stadium or something, didn't he? He got confronted by them, and it was like, I don't even know if even if he understood English, that accent, he wouldn't have understood him anyway. Yeah. So,
you got to stand up and be counted.
Fucking shit, man.
No. He's actually telling him, are you going to stay if you're in? He was like, are you going to stay if we drop down to the championship? That's what he's saying.
No.
He's like, you can be a leader. I'm saying, you just got to speak up. That's what he's saying.
And just show some heart, show some desire and passion.
They want that guy to stay in Merseyside, play against Preston North End, and nah.
Yeah.
Middlesbrough.
This guy.
That's what he wants. Yes, C1. What are you telling me, man? You good, C1? I'm going to drop you to bottom row, man. Don't worry, man. There you go.
I don't even know what you
I'm switching it up, man. No, C1, what you saying? You good first and foremost.
I don't know who changed C1, but the way he talks, man, crazy.
And now no NBA.
That's your young G, man. C1, don't take this.
I said that. Jesus.
Well, yo, C1, you good? Yeah, and I know you want to talk about Chelsea and get things off your chest, so the floor is yours.
I'm good, man, bro. I was in KFC and I saw Peter cussing, called me a fucking cornball, and Grealish scored the header, and he said, then when we went 2-1, I didn't want to at him because he was gonna cook my shit again.
You know what? Straight up, I had to get ready for work, but I knew you were gonna do that shit.
I didn't want to do that shit, bro.
I saw Grealish score, and then I got in the shower, and then I come out of the shower. I was like, I can't believe they allowed this goal. I watched it back. I was like, that's incredible. And then they scored again. I was like, all right, fuck it.
Yeah,
like whatever.
I'm saying in that. And to Emmanuel who says, Flawless, so you're gonna give me my props for coming out with chest and backing my team and manager. Manchester is red, and we had a new Demon Slayers. Hey, salute to you, Emmanuel. We disagree on a lot, but yeah, man, I'll give you your props. You called it. I will do.
Hey,
I'm fair. I'm saying that's what you are when you're a man of the people.
I'm serious about doing this relegation show, though.
If you want it, yeah. If you want,
I'll actually do this. Like, I'm more into this than this show. I'll be honest with you.
Well, yeah,
and I know the show has 100 viewers, and that's dope. But like,
see, people fuck with it,
guys. I can't. Like, I'll be here, but like, I am very much like, I'm like the Conor Gallagher of this show. Whoa. I'll be João Felix on the relegation.
That's too disrespectful, man. Respect yourself.
All right. Who's not horrible on our team?
Thiago Silva?
It is. And to
I don't think he's that integral though. Like,
and to Langan Sweet, who says, sorry, just to cut you off, says, Flawless, can you admit United cheated? I can't believe you said 5-0. You did say 5-0, Langan Sweet. Secondly, how did we cheat? What did we do? The ref made a bad decision. How did we cheat?
The direct deposit hit the ARs.
How did we cheat?
I said it earlier. Okay.
Oh.
You can go on and about that first goal all you want. You have no excuses for the way you defended that second goal that you conceded.
Facts.
You've got no excuses whatsoever. So you can't. And you had one shot on target.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I'm not hearing nothing from a team that had one shot on target with De Bruyne, Mahrez, Foden, Haaland, Bernardo Silva, Grealish, Cancelo, Kyle Walker. How much more? You lot were out there looking like England in blue. How much more attacking quality do you need?
Oh my God, Jez, you guys played City away this week?
Yeah. We're playing Arsenal today. We're watching Arsenal today, City away, Fulham, and then we play City again. Yo, Conte's gonna be, and guess what? Guess what, man? No signings yet. No signings. Hey, pray, man. Pray to the Lord, man. Like,
bro, this is actually terrible. I didn't know it was this bad.
It was. But you know what things? You know what the thing is? The good thing is,
just die and get sent off.
Inshallah. But the thing is, if you lose all these games, no transfers in, Conte gonna walk. I take it. No, it's for the greater good. Shout out to the Premier League.
This is
what are you saying, man? You good? What you want to chat about, man? You know what I'm saying? Talk to us.
Much, man. I'm relaxed, I'm calm.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
good.
I'm one thing to say, man.
Oh yeah,
go on, see. Go on, see. What are you saying? Go on.
Hey, Arsenal, bro, what the hell?
Ready? Yeah, let me go top pro. Top pro need to hear.
I'm a sort it out. Don't worry, man. Just relax, man.
Let me put my phone here so I can
relax, man. I'm gonna sort it out. Relax. Right, C1. That's who he was with. Yeah, C1. Go on. What did you want to say?
Arsenal. How can you get?
I don't like it,
bro. Arsenal. How can you get hold like a motherfucker twice, man? You bitch ass niggas, man. You bitch ass niggas. How can you get hold like a motherfucker?
Whoa.
Twice. Not once. Twice. Bum ass niggas, man. And Trent, make sure you hide your guns because we're taking your fucking chains, you bitch.
Okay. That's got a lot to say.
I don't know who did this. I don't know who did this to C1, but this is not the same C1 anymore.
One at a time.
Yeah, that's not happening, guys.
That's crazy.
Back to reality now.
That's crazy.
No, we're taking
and we were losing at Anfield next week. It is what it is, man. Disappointing.
The salary regen is happening. The Gakpo's gonna score his first Premier League goal against us.
Follows. Please switch Cams and Murtaza.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. My laptop.
Hey, Peter.
I'm gonna do it. Before you continue, Taza. One sec. Yo, Taza, because I know that's gonna be long. Wait, you man, hold up. Let Cams go first, and then you man can get into it.
Oh no, I'm sitting in the corner, man. I'm sitting in the corner like I'm one of them
Cabs in
ones
it, go
right now.
What is it? This guy in it. What did was it that bad today?
Let me just like gather my thoughts before I get anything.
All right,
You
cool.
ain't
Yeah, you
Timo.
gather your thoughts.
You
All right,
ain't
then.
Timo.
Go on, Taza. Say what you were gonna say. One at a time.
Peter,
Go
what
on.
you gotta say now? All this, Holland, 8 minutes, full time. What now?
Hey, at
What
the end
now?
of the day, man, where you live,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
cold
what?
outside. You can't go outside because it's cold as fuck.
Yeah.
So hold on.
No, but see, now you're deflecting.
That's
Now you're
fine.
deflecting from the point.
That's fine.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, less salt.
No.
Less
What?
salt.
No.
You'll be good.
Talk
Less
about the
salt.
game. What's up? What's up, brother?
Less salt. Or like,
Yeah. What's
put
up,
your
brother?
laptop higher up so I'm not looking like up in the air
I'll
like
put it in my fucking eyes. How about that, huh? What's up?
This is
What
I'm
you gotta
talking
say
about.
now?
This is less salt,
See?
man.
All quiet.
Hey,
all
Mataza, we're not on
all
O-Block.
this
Relax.
all this rah-rah, you got
We're not on
nothing.
O-Block. It's fine.
You got
We're not in the
nothing.
90s. We're not in the 90s.
Old block, while your team is down to 10. They bullied you out of supporting. So you just for next time,
I'm not from the hundreds.
just relax
I'm
with
not
the
walking through the 90s.
disrespect.
You don't
That's
have to
all I'll
speak to me
say.
like this,
When you
sir.
talk
It's
about my team, just know who your daddy is. All right.
This guy is telling you that.
Yo, relaxing,
This
man.
is
Yeah.
Never say that word again. Never say the D word.
We're the motherfucking juggernauts.
This guy's telling
When you
another
talk
grown man
about
that
my
he's his
team,
daddy. This is
when you
Yeah,
talk
alright,
about my team, put some respect on our
Time out.
word to Birdman.
Time out.
Put some
Yo,
respect on our name.
All right, time out. Yo,
I'm
you meant time out
uncomfortable
because I
with
can
this.
hear you. Yeah. Time out. We're gonna pause. Like, we're gonna pause right there. We're gonna take a
That was
pause
too much.
for the calls. Like, check
He thinks I'm
people. Let's
Daniel.
bump up the
Nah, man.
likes.
I don't
Let's
play
bump
those
up the
terms.
likes. Let's bump up the likes, people.
Yeah, ad
Subscribe.
break.
That's our
We need an
brother.
ad break,
Subscribe
man.
to the channel. You know what? You right. You actually do need an ad break. You smitten. So you know what? Shout out to the official sponsor of the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel. Shout out to latesttrends.net, online designer clothing store. Make sure you check it out. www.thelatesttrends.net. The link is underneath in the description. Online, like I said, designer clothing at cheaper prices. You got menswear on there, kids wear on there, females, kids, plus more. So make sure you check it out, people. Brands from Off-White, Palms Angels, Armani, Versace, Stone Island. The list goes on and on and on. Make sure you follow the Instagram as well. www.thelatesttrends.net. Make sure you check it out. Someone probably put something wild in the private chat as well, because I just seen the notification.
I just saw Manji's last comment.
See, yeah.
My God.
I got a wild joke.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
But yeah, latesttrends.net. Yo, Cams, have you got your thoughts together before we close out? Because we are going to close out shortly.
Yeah, we're just shit, man. That's all there is to say about us. We're just shit. This our cycle's done. I was laughing when Ten Hag said era's come to end. I don't know about the City, but our era is done. We won everything cool, but we're done. We're finished.
Yo, I don't know, man. It feels like to me, looking at Klopp on the sidelines, he ain't got the hunger anymore, bro, to rebuild at Liverpool, man. He don't look like he got the hunger. He's not
Good,
got that
man.
fire,
Good. Get another manager then. Get another
man. He ain't
manager.
got that fire, bro.
Damn.
I don't care. I don't care, man.
Bro, I can't lie to you. There was like a Reddit post here that I read from a Borussia Dortmund fan. It's like a really long one about Klopp's time at Borussia Dortmund, and this probably it's looking the same, bro. The difference
he didn't win everything at Dortmund though, so I don't care.
No. I mean, like in terms of what was the way things run, essentially. It doesn't.
But you know what the difference is though, like, but this is what I say is the huge difference. Is like Dortmund was losing players to bigger clubs. It's not the case with Liverpool, isn't it?
But shit now.
Liverpool's issue is like midfield is not like we can say the.
No, everyone's saying we need a midfielder, and they're not watching the games. I'm watching.
Midfielder,
what the fuck?
Jude Bellingham is not going to change this team.
I'm sorry. Jude Bellingham is not going to stop them defenders from playing like that. He's not going to stop Alisson from taking it to opposition player.
Konate was one of the best centre backs in terms of performances in the World Cup. He goes to Liverpool. He getting cooked all over the place.
Koulibaly Junior, man. Look at Koulibaly out there, man.
The coaching as well. That's not just the midfield. The coaching. There's something.
Well, today. Unreal. How much of that you put on Klopp and how much on FSG? A real question.
Do you know what? As much as I want to blame FSG, he obviously asked for a forward, which we didn't need. We didn't need another forward. Like, he should have asked for another midfielder. So they're giving him money, but we've put all the money on forwards. We've stacked up top. We're semi-stacked in defence, but in midfield we've got nothing. It just doesn't make any sense.
I think
I was going to say something, but it's not Twitch.
I think Liverpool fans are starting to swing towards blaming Klopp because let's get this right. He signed a contract 10 months ago. Yeah, he signed a new contract 10 months ago with these owners. He knew what their strategy was. He's now had a more of an impact on what transfers happen now at Liverpool as well. And we're seeing it's not working out too good. They got rid of Michael Edwards there. They got this new one's now leaving. You know what I mean? All this like deflection that Liverpool fans they don't want to do it. They don't really want to blame Klopp. Let's blame FSG. Let's blame Pep Linders. Why am I hearing about a Liverpool assistant manager more than he'd get blamed for results and before now? So does that mean I have to praise Pep Linders for all your wins last season? Because you're blaming him for the defeat, so do I have to blame that? And that's Klopp as well. So I just think some of the fans are starting to blame Klopp, but I think there's some of them very still scared to blame him because of
a lot of very scared, but
yeah, so that's reflects the FSG, Pep Linders, stuff like
that. The
problem
is having the Wenger effect there, man, where they don't want to say it's Wenger. Arsenal run, but at the beginning stages, they didn't want to say it was Wenger's fault. It was the guys upstairs, and then it went on for years and years and years, and then you got the AFTV, interviews about Wenger. You don't want that to happen to you. You don't want that to be happening for Liverpool, bro. You don't want 5 years, 6 years later, LFTV. Oh, what? So is it Klopp out? Klopp.
Ian. That being said, I need to watch shout out to James Redmond. I need to watch his actual recap of the game. I've not watched it. I'm sure it's a good watch.
I'll be honest. I think Klopp could walk at some point. I think he could walk at some point this season. I'll be honest.
Welcome to Chelsea.
It comes. You know what it is?
He hates you. Hate Potter. This guy. The moment he walked in, he hates him.
I don't hate Potter. I just have no faith in these owners to do rational shit. That would be they signed Michael Edwards in the summer. They signed Jurgen Klopp. They would do some crap like that. They would.
I'm with that just for chaos purposes. Go on, Jess. Go on, Jess.
I need to see even let's say the club goes then. You know what it is here with Liverpool? I know a serial winner. I know a manager.
Yeah, Pochettino. I hear that.
The Liverpool could take Antonio Conte for Liverpool, man.
Man, we're down bad, but we're not that down bad, man.
So he's a winner. He wins trophies. Liverpool's all about winning trophies. I think these players just need a new voice. I think Conte could be the difference.
Matip, Van Dijk.
These players need more than a new voice, man.
Jesus, man.
Go on,
shoot, man, shoot.
Cams, if you guys don't make it to top 4. Which is
I don't care. I'll be honest, I don't care.
No. I'm not. Hear me out, brother. Relax. Goddamn.
Europa. We need Europa for a season.
I'm just saying. Do you think Jude Bellingham joins you in the summer then?
Yeah, because whenever United finish Europa League, it's never an issue. So I can't see it being an issue for us.
Okay. No, I'm just curious. I was just gathering your thoughts on that.
But I have heard we've got 2 lists. I hear we do have 2 lists. One for Champions League and one for Europa League, which makes no sense. But I don't know how true that is.
I heard Grizz also on his stream because I'd be hunting for tears. He was talking about how Liverpool they were in for Caicedo, but now his sources at Chelsea, well-placed sources, they're now going all out for him.
No one's beating Chelsea if Chelsea want a player, Chelsea are getting a player. No one's beating Chelsea to a player. Yeah, after that Mudryk shit today, no one's beating them guys to a player.
They're getting Caicedo as well, so I don't know. The list is running short for.
Hey, Cams, if you guys want Mason Mount for you, my friend, 2 more.
Yes,
bro,
bro,
18 months.
You will forfeit the 2 mil if you take Conor Gallagher as well.
18.
Oh no! Did you not hear PR? Crystal Palace is coming back in for Gallagher apparently. So,
that guy's ad is something trollish. I refuse to believe that's actually happening.
No, it's from the Daily Now actually. So
exactly,
Daily Now is respectable, man.
Yeah, man, we accept that.
I have a question for the panel though. So if this whole Klopp situation turns out how it's looking so far, and he gets sacked or walks, is Ryan getting credit for being ahead of the curve?
We don't give Ryan credit.
No. Rule number 1.
Ryan credit. What are we doing?
No credit.
He's gonna come with chest, bro. He's gonna be
We don't care.
Mataza, nobody. You know why? Because the week before you turned Klopp out, I literally was onto him for not wanting to question Klopp for those results at the time. I was like, nah, you gotta consider what he has done for the club. And there's like, Klopp out.
It was after the Arsenal game. I remember.
We are never giving wait, let me kill this. We are never giving credit to someone who said Lukaku was a better right winger than Mo Salah. We're never giving that person credit ever in life. We are never giving.
He was ahead of the curve, man. He's ahead of the curve.
We are never giving anybody credit who said Callum Hudson-Odoi show is clear of Mo Salah. Never in life. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving that person. He said Callum Hudson-Odoi is clear of Mo Salah. There's Agenda FCs with this. Check the playlist. And you can go back and watch him.
Flawless, we didn't need to roll that up, big man. We didn't need to roll that up.
No, I'm just pointing out. So, all right. So, what you saying? See, are you telling me that Salah show is better than Salah?
I ain't right.
Okay, so that's I'm just making a point. He also made out that Kane was on the same level as Karim Benzema.
Wait, do we have more signings than wins?
Yeah, apparently, yeah. We have more goals scored than signings, yeah.
Yeah, I think we do.
You know, we've only scored 3 goals, right, Peter, in the last 11 games. I think
Chelsea have spent 500 million in 12 months. It's fucking
in 6 months. It's been 6 months. What do you mean 12 months?
In our last 11 games, Peter, in our last 11 games, Peter, 3 goals. 3 goals in the last 11 games.
Hey, Ahmed, I don't want to hear shit from you because
when you say that,
the original page, you're like, nah, support the club, mate, and then we
I'm supporting the club. I'm just giving the facts. I can give the facts. Listen, I'm giving the facts.
I'm trying to hear your opinions on this.
Listen, man, I said keep Potter. I still maintain that the legs are shit, man. So, you know, I'm enjoying myself.
Why is this Ahmed even talking right now? This is the same guy.
Timo, you jumping on or what? What's going on?
Timo crashing on
No, hold on.
Crazy.
Go on.
This is the same Ahmed like rejecting my offer for my tickets for tomorrow. Absolute Tim Pot.
I said 55.
I said Tim Pot.
Listen, I said 55 divided by 0.
I called you Tim Pot, but I wanted to go to Chelsea Palace at 2 p.m.
Yeah, man, that is Tim Pot. He lives around the corner. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Hey, they don't do pumpkin spice lattes at the bridge, man. They don't do that.
Listen, man. No eggnog lattes. Yeah, they actually do. You know, the Starbucks is literally next to the.
No one cares.
One has to sit with his feet up and his slippers at home, man.
One at a time. Yo, go on, Timo. Before we close out, go on, Timo.
Across the bridge, man. It's not that hard to.
It's a 5-minute walk for me. It's like a 20-minute walk for me.
Bro, Timo takes like 6 hours to get to the bridge, man. It's crazy.
He proper chest.
That's because he gets lost on the way. That's why.
But hey, love to everyone that has locked in. Big up all you lot. Make sure if you're watching live right now or watching this back, hit the like button on the video. I know some of you lot are new. Subscribe, man. It's road to 5K, and you lot have been subscribing more because the subscribing numbers have gone up. So make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell. You get this show fortnightly, people.
Wow.
You get this show fortnightly. Go on, man. What are you gonna say? Go on.
Apparently, we are also still in talks for the guy from PSV. And a Turam guy.
We don't play.
Let's go.
Fuck it.
What is going on?
I hope. And shout out to Victor. Hold up, Tazo. And Victor says, yeah, one more like to 125. So let's do that. Like I said, and obviously the show here, you get fortnightly myself, Surfer, Peter, and Jess, but then obviously Ahmed, Timo, Tazo, C1, and Cam's all join. Because this is Sarcasm City, and this is how it runs, people. Like, you never know who's going to join a random show at a random time to get some shit off their chest. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes this channel unique. But again, just love to everyone who's supporting. We're back tomorrow, people. First and foremost on the Twitch. We're also on the Twitch as well. Go follow the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. The link is underneath in the description for that. Download the Twitch app. You sign up for free. Download it for free. And in the same way you watch and comment on YouTube is the exact same on the Twitch. Even more chaos over there because we can be more wild over there because them streams get deleted. So yeah, make sure you head over to the Twitch tomorrow. Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. That'll be a watch along on there.
I can't believe we're gonna wake up.
And then we'll be back on the YouTube for the North London Derby, Spurs versus Arsenal, here on the YouTube channel. And then, of course, the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. But all the things I mentioned are on the upcoming live stream schedules here on the YouTube and on the Twitch. So check it out. I've already updated it till next week, Sunday. So you know all the shows that are coming up. Go on, Tazo.
We also have a watch along in like...
Oh, yeah. Explain.
20 minutes. 20 minutes, so...
Oh, fuck, that's true. Damn.
Oh, shit. Do we?
Yeah, the Jags.
Oh, okay.
The Jacksonville Jaguars versus LA Chargers
Anyone
game.
confirm that? I got to log
Alright.
back in.
Yeah, well, get over to the Twitch people because you know what I'm saying. Surfer, Peter, Taz, and the rest of the NFL dons
Now
will be
maybe
over on the
it will.
Twitch live. You know what I'm saying? They'll be over. See, I didn't even know that, people, and I run the shit. I didn't even know. Taz is telling me what's going on. I don't even know.
I'm
Here
sure
we
we
are.
agree to this. I just
It
we
was
talk
like a
in this chat
pencil.
twice a
It was
week.
like a heavy pencil. That's what it was. Heavy pencil.
It was, but yeah, love to everyone that's locked in. I hope you lot enjoyed the Man United podcast. Meets Ballers at the Bridge, meets Talking at Tottenham Talk. You know what I'm saying? The Manchester United, Chelsea, and Spurs show. But yeah, man, just love to you lot. And we had well over 100 in there for the majority. So that's it.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's because
that's
for the
got more
derby.
quality. That's why.
Yeah,
we
I don't know
got
if it's because
got to 125 likes. So big up to you guys. If you guys like the show, come back in 2 weeks. I may not be here. I'll be so honest with you. But relegation show, I'll be there. All right.
No matter what.
Yeah, we need a relegation watch for Liverpool and Chelsea, man.
Before you end off, by the
Oh,
time
yes,
what's it called? Peter. But before you close out, Peter. By the time we meet again, did we play City and Fulham?
Oh yeah,
Wait,
Jets will not
Mitrovic back.
Hey, I might be crushing on this.
Yo, Pierre, you know we have to meet Mitrovic in 2 weeks, you know.
Oh, this
Maybe
Fulham
alright,
super
man.
team.
maybe
Yeah,
okay.
bro.
It will be all right,
Bro,
man.
you
That's
get-
what he said.
You gonna get
It will
your
be
chain
alright.
back, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man
You gonna
said,
get
get
your
our
chain
chain
back.
back, bro. We're
Oh,
losing our
we're
chain.
gonna
That's
lose
our
again.
fault.
Bro, they're next green, fam.
They're taking a new chain, bro. They're taking
Bro,
a new chain.
bro, when
Taking a new
Koulibaly
chain.
gets hit by the moving screen from Reed, man, it's going to hit like
Bro,
crap.
now they can set moving screens in transition. What can we do? What can we do?
Facts,
They
yeah.
have too
Bro,
many.
At the top of the game.
Bro,
That's why we
crazy,
signed
man.
Veghorst and that. You get what I'm saying for the alley oops. You feel me? And
The
that 6'6",
ultimate
let's go.
screener.
Bro,
Ultimate
man,
screener.
where goes St. Anthony pick and roll, man?
Hey, flawless, man. I already can. When do Liverpool play Man United, man? I can already picture the workhorse back post.
Oh, if he dunks on Trent, he's the greatest player. He's one of the greatest players of all time.
Yo,
100%. He's one
someone
of the
made a
greatest
joke.
players of all
Someone made a
March
joke.
4th.
Yeah. So someone made a joke here that
We'll be back by then.
a guy with a PhD in dribbling beat Trent today.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
There we go.
That's a shit joke, man.
That's such a bad joke.
Right, yeah.
We're gonna end on this.
Did
You
you
know what?
only end the stream,
That
mate?
is-
Yeah, this is where we
oh
end the
my
stream. Love to everyone who's supporting, man.
Where was the
Sarcasm
joke?
City TV, Sarcasm City TV YouTube, big up.
Yeah, man. 21 average.